next week onward, there is a high chance not one but two new people join us.
Ah,
Oh boy.
nice.
Yep. Yeah, and they just sent an application today, so they won't be making this session, but starting next week, hopefully.
Cool.
So, how are you?
Pretty alright. How are you?
I'm fine as well. Pretty fine.
Let's see.
Jeremy is typing something, so I assume he is coming soon.
Ah, headset is tweaking.
Mm-hmm. I see. All right, let's give him some minutes, some moments, and if he doesn't manage to join early, we will try his strategy, and we will begin and he'll join. Mm.
Let's see. So, anybody get anything interesting done the last few?
I'm actually preparing myself for the one shot that I've announced. I don't know if you did see it.
I'm sorry?
I did announce an one shot.
Oh, yes, yes, the one shot.
Session. Yeah.
Yeah, I will unfortunately not be able to join that.
Hmm. Well, I guess so for many. I mean, everyone here in the server has a very different schedule, so makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that time's actually 3 in the morning for me, so that's a negatory on my end.
Let's see. What about you, Juniper? You do anything interesting this week?
I cannot hear you, Juniper. Is that the case for me, or the others can't hear you as well?
No, yeah, I saw a ring go up. I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, I didn't
Hmm.
hear anything.
It did turn green, though.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yay!
Hey,
I just said nothing eventful. Just been super busy, so I'm super tired.
So UTC plus 3 is 4 hours ahead of EST, I think. Yeah, yeah. That's so it's midnight, so that's 8 p.m. for me on a Friday. Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna be able to make that. I'm working it. I work at that point.
Hmm.
Yeah, I usually work from roughly 3 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Hello, Jeremy.
Oh, hey.
Hey, Akbar, how you doing?
Oh my
headset's
gosh,
done
my
tweaking.
head's blown up. There we go. I did it
You
just a
unplugged
second.
it and plugged it back again, and it worked.
Oh yeah, after the 50th time of doing that, it worked for no reason. Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
Gosh, that's so annoying.
Technology.
I suppose that's how it works. So feel free to log into Roll20 as well, so that we can
Jacking
begin.
in. Let's go.
Yes. Mm-hmm. All right. So, without any further ado, is any one of you willing to do us a kind of thorough recap since we had Juniper missing the last time, and it would be nice to fill her in?
Sure. Let's see. 1 second, please.
Mhm.
Let's see. Sorry, I wrote down the session 8 recap that you guys did because I missed that session. So I got a first okay, let's see. Alright, so we found out about I found out about the mage sending us to Solar Peak. There's apparently a lot of obsidian on the mountain, which might fetch a nice price, but the thing that is the most valuable is this ore called ignium from the elemental plane of fire. It's extremely valuable, even more so than adamantine, and it's one of 4 types. We head out, finding and eventually come across another merchant called Wemil Orbrand. And there are ogres crawling around the mountain with some goblins. He knows about the 2 wizards. He's met them, and they're apparently extremely lazy. They're not doing anything. They're searching for a quote legend that doesn't exist, unquote. Wemil states he's been to the mountain hundreds of times. And he's never actually seen the Heliocasti. We eventually make it to a river where there is a bridge out, where there is a noble yelling at some commoners with a couple of guards. Apparently, the noble has merchandise and things that can't be moved because the bridge is out. Nearby, there is a thorp, which apparently means a very small village. As we rest for the night, a bloodhawk shows up. We talk about the ogres. Ogvar gives Locke. Ogvar dumps a lot of pythons on Locke and a mining pick. And during the night, we see a hippogriff. At some point during the night, it kind of just screws off, and we make it to the thorp. The stabling of the horses is relatively cheap, 5 copper a day per horse. We pay it when we get back. As we travel up the mountain, we find there's a lot of bloodhawks. Finding an altar on the side of the road of some sort to a female ogre. As we're there, a hippogriff gets attacked by a lot of bloodhawks. It shows some gratitude and then eats one of their corpses. And eventually we head further up the mountain, where we find a pair of ogres. Ogvar fails his stealth miserably and goes to talk to them. They're talking about how they're talking about what was it? I don't know. I know the word, my brain just can't remember it for some reason. They talk about
Are you talking about
toll, yes, toll.
Yeah. Okay.
Why was that so hard for me to think of? I don't know. And Ogvar is rather chill with the ogres. Eventually, we make it to a bridge across a chasm. where a hobgoblin, a bunch of smaller goblins, and an ogre are there. The hobgoblin approaches us and tells us, "Hey, this is the toll road. You're gonna need to pay us." Shark convinces them all that, "Oh, we already paid those ogres down the thing, the toll. Sorry, we already paid them." I think it was like 10 gold for each of us.
That's correct.
Uh,
Though you didn't notice that he kind of made that all up. It's like he
Oh, yeah,
sees how many calls you might have, and he said some.
Oh yeah, definitely. So the hobgoblin, goes kind of insane hearing that, and he starts attacking the ogre, saying, "You son of a bitch! Yeah, you and those two are working against me to take my money. What? I will teach you a lesson." And the ogre starts kicking ass of the goblins. And he just starts throwing the goblins at us and other goblins and things like that. Where Ogvar just starts knocking people off the cliff as well. Eventually, all of the wargs and the goblins are dead, and Ogvar starts talking to the ogre, who he finds out is named Ogfell. He Ogvar says that he'd like to help the ogre by overthrowing its leader, who I can't remember the name of.
Ola,
Ola, yes.
2 L's.
Ola. Ola! Okay. Eventually, we continue traveling, and we find a cave. It's there that we find this weird giant bug that somehow tunneled through solid rock. Yeah. It's a big bug, but Shar determined that it's probably a baby, so it'll get a lot bigger, which is kind of terrifying. Eventually, we find a fire snake egg, and it hatches in front of us. And William wants it, but I don't. But given what I know about it, I don't think. Yeah. But yeah, looks interesting.
That was indeed a thorough recap. Let me just note one thing. There was no hobgoblin, it was just a goblin boss. One that was bossing around the others. It was a regular sized goblin, a small one. Just, more cocky than the other ones. But yeah, other than that, you got it all right. And so here you are, Locke, Sarah, Juniper, and Ogvar. You four on your journey to finding the Scholars of Tarion on their own search of Yellowcasti. Though you seem to encounter some other troubles and some other interesting discoveries here, with one of them being this fire snake that is lying in front of you, having just born outside of the egg, and it's screeching, though it's not loud at all. It makes some screech noises as it looks towards you, and it seems to be afraid, and it will crawl around just behind the large obsidian egg from that it hatched.
What the fuck is that thing?
Can I do an Arcana check?
Arcana or nature could work.
Alrighty then.
If someone is
Uh,
proficient in nature, he can roll as well.
Arcana 20.
I got that.
Okay. Sir, you clearly understand that this unit does not come from the material plane. It clearly comes from the elemental planes, and that of fire to be specific. And though you're not sure, it reminds you of some statues of salamanders while being small.
Oh, that's rather interesting. We're just finding all the things that don't belong on this plane, don't we? I think that's a baby salamander. That's a baby salamander. It comes from the elemental plane of fire. And Shar SN will say hello to it, in Ignan.
It will clearly seem to turn its head toward you. Seems to kind of understand the meaning of your words.
Shar will ask it, so, do you want to come with us? We're not gonna hurt you if you don't hurt us.
And it will go on the opposite side of the egg. It seems to understand you, but it's small and kind of afraid of the four of you. But it clearly stares into Sar's eyes, probably ignoring the other three, as it kind of has innately the ability to understand Ignan.
Shar will look at the others and say, it's rather interesting. Its egg is made of obsidian. Perhaps that's why there's so much on the mountain, or something like that. Or
What? You think it's like a breeding ground or something?
it could be. Obsidian's usually only found on volcanoes. And I don't think, I should have thought about this earlier, honestly. Seeing if this mountain was actually a volcano or not. But I don't think there'd be a mine in a volcano, because that'd be rather stupid.
Roll me a history check, Sar.
Alright, history.
Though you did not do any research on its volcanic activity, you do remember that there are hot springs on top of the mountain, which means that even though it might not be active at all in volcanic stuff, it still has a past that includes such activities, because that's how hot
So-
springs are made.
Okay, so it is, this mountain is a volcano, just not an active one. Interesting.
There was eons ago, actually. So yeah, the fire snake will make some spins. It will use its beak to check at its egg, but it's all been kind of destroyed. It's not that durable anymore. So while at first it will seem like it's trying to go inside its egg once more, then it will start moving with its back very close to the wall, as it will try to go a bit further away, but as it closes in and sees that Ogvar is really close there, it will head back once more, and then it will screech towards you. Seeing Ogvar take a few steps back, it will once more move towards there.
Can I understand what it's trying to say, or?
It actually doesn't speak Ignan yet. You can assume that's mostly due to its age. It's very young. But it clearly understands your words. This is translate them as animal screeches. Though it's obviously more clever than an animal. As it goes a bit further away, it will stop and it will look towards Sar and make some screeches as well. You see it searching for something, but you're not sure what it is.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Char, do you think it's hungry?
It could be. I don't know what it would eat other than perhaps wood chips or something that burns.
Ogvar will take out the corpse of the bug and he'll gesture towards the fire snake.
What are we doing? Why do we fucking care about a worm?
It's not a worm.
You're like a panther.
It's another extraplanar creature.
Oh, an extraplanar worm.
Aye. It seems this group is finding and fighting a lot of those.
Uh-huh.
But these creatures, they grow up to be sentient, so it could be a useful ally.
Right.
Ogvar, you can understand that it will clearly look toward the young insectoid reptilian thing that you found, like it's asking for your permission.
Yeah, help. They'll throw it right here.
And the fire snake will rush towards it and will start eating it. Though at first it will have some trouble because of the Kurthik's very thick skin. But though it will take some time for it, it will start eating it. And as it start eating it, you will notice the small dead being in front of you. It's becoming more black and black, like it's being charred by the fire snake's skin.
Yeah, this thing's made of lava. Just being like within 5 feet of it's would probably be torture.
Kind of. But of course, this is not the only thing that is actually surprising in the place, as even though you did not have a lot of time to think about it, there is actually a very huge hole in the center of this cave.
Oh, I thought that was just a part of the cave, like more walls.
Yeah, I thought it was a wall last time.
Yeah,
I seen
that's
that.
why I'm saying this.
Shara, you want to throw another light coin down there? I still got some silver.
Sure, I can do that.
I'll subtract 1 silver.
Sure, I'll actually just grab a copper coin.
Thank you.
Right. So you will throw it once more, doing the same trick that you did way earlier. And as the coin starts to fall, you will realize this is far deeper hole, a lot deeper than the previous one. Nothing in comparison to it. And it will start falling for a few seconds. As it goes way down, you will see in the distance, but you will not be certain of it because it will be a lot far away. But you will be kind of sure to notice a couple of younglings, like the ones that you killed earlier, and they are sleeping very deep below. It takes 2 to 3 seconds that the coin is flying, which means it's around 1,500 feet.
Well then.
Sorry, I did say 2 to 3 seconds. I meant 2 to 3 rounds, meaning like 15 seconds or something.
Oh, shoot.
Well then. That's rather interesting.
What? That there's more bugs here?
Hey, I thought it would be. I figured that that one they found was one trying to find a new nest or something, but I guess the mountain's infested with them.
I imagine they just have a symbiotic relationship with the elemental dragon salamander thing.
In what way?
Well, he seems to be enjoying the corpse.
That's not symbiotic, that's just predator and prey.
Well, I don't know anything else about them. I'm just assuming they work with each other.
Alright then.
Try to roll me a survival check if anyone wishes to.
Survival check for what?
I will indicate after the check.
Awesome.
Alright. Yep. Char's got no. Char. Char doesn't know how to
Char-
boil pasta.
Sorry is clueless about it. However, Juniper will start thinking, and Locke will look at her and will realize that they're probably thinking of kind of the same thing. In nature, there are several rules that work, and there are several exceptions, of course. But in general, when some creatures smell a dead of their own, they are usually afraid to go to that location.
Gantz.
Or they could seek revenge. It could go both ways. Who knows?
Anything interesting about this egg?
It's indeed made of obsidian, as I said, though its cover around, it's not that thick. So that means if you take some time to process it, it will amount to only a few pounds of obsidian. It still might be worth it, though.
Or could sell it to like
A
a-
collector.
yeah, or like a mage for study. Yeah.
Mhm.
Alright,
Yeah.
Char will do her. Will try and will do her best to, like, just gingerly pick it up.
Obviously, you realize that it's quite big in size, though it's not heavy because it doesn't contain anything inside. And as you try to touch it, as you go close, you will realize that it's actually really hot right now. Though you understand that's due to the fire snake, which means if you give it a couple of hours, it will definitely cool down. But it's smoldering hot right now. You cannot touch it without harming yourself.
What's the size of it?
It is small.
Uh, you-
In
uh,
diameter, it is actually 2 foot in diameter.
too big. All right.
Something like that.
Char, are you sure you want to mess with that? We don't know how these things interact.
Aye, it'd be rather interesting for study. But okay. As well as the fact that it's made of obsidian, which is one of the reasons why I came here. But I can see your reasoning.
Nah, just let her be, Junes. Anything for a quick copper. Hey, Ogmore, what you got down there?
Being right next to a hole with a bunch of critters inside, he will telepathically speak to Locke inside. Well, we were looking for rocks, right, and ores. Do you think that this hole that we have to take these guys down to see if the hole has some? I didn't see any when the coin fell, did I?
Didn't you all throw it together?
Yeah, I was standing next to Char when, yeah, she threw the coin down.
Oh, I thought we were looking for wizards.
Well, I don't know. Char was like looking for some weird rocks too. So
Aye,
it was worth some
that's-
money.
That's more of a side thing.
I'm
though.
speaking telepathically to Locke.
Yeah.
And then I walk away, and I say the same thing.
Like out loud.
Yes.
I were looking for the wizards, but we're just. But there's nothing wrong with trying to do a little something on the side.
If the hole's right here, right? I mean, did you see anything when we threw the coin down?
Aye.
Besides the, yeah.
I was gonna
Oh,
say
two.
4 more the little bastards, but that's about it.
All right. Well, it's useless then. Let's just keep going.
We need to find some place to sleep for the night.
Definitely not next to this hole.
Hey, Ogvar, though haven't seen any species like that you just fought earlier by yourself, in the clan you used to be, you have heard some things about them. Since orcs are natural raiders and they usually have their camps inside mountains and stuff like that, the Kruthiks were actually kind of common threat to them. As one in your clan actually described them, he described Kruthiks as a band, a hive of ants the size of horses, but the ants are wearing armor.
Hmm. Okay.
It's actually concerning.
That's concerning.
Let me remind you that if these youngs are small size, that means their adult ones are the size of a human, if not even taller.
Whenever everyone is coalesced again, he will state that to everyone. That
Oh, this is a dead-end
the-
cave. Okay, interesting.
yeah, the grown ones are like horses apparently. Um,
The cave, however, will not seem to have anything else interesting around, but as it goes later on, you understand that since this cave is a mix between safe and not safe, you realize that you have to decide on a camping spot because the night is coming closer.
Think we should make camp right at this bend right here. Keeps us away from the mouth. Keeps us far enough away from the hole. If we stand guard, we can see him coming.
Aye, perhaps. Don't know if they're smart enough to just go right through the rock to us, or if they're dumb enough to try and climb out and come towards us that way.
Well, that's why we should sleep in shifts again.
Aye. Definitely.
And hey, if any come out, maybe your little fucking worm can take care of them too.
Yeah, it might be able to.
So the fire snake will actually be happy having eaten this young Kruthic. It's gonna be a lot smaller in size with only half of its body remaining and charred a lot. And the fire snake will proceed to go closer to the corner, close to its egg, and it will lie down in an attempt to get some sleep.
Alrighty then. So, who's taking first watch?
I'll take that.
I can take second.
all right, I'll take third then.
You can make 2 watches in part of 2. Well, that will suffice. I mean,
Yeah.
All right. Then I will help Shar. Or no, wait. Locke
Yeah.
take first watch, right?
Wait, doesn't each person need to... Isn't it 2 and 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, you can do it. First 2 of you, then another 2, then the first 2, then another 2. I mean, it's not some very hard activity to do.
I
You
mean,
will not
yeah,
get a lot.
but don't you need the full like time for this at least 6 hours of sleep for the long rest?
Well, it depends actually. I mean, usually that would be the case, but in general, you can actually don't not spend a night out and not even suffer an exhaustion for once. So I assume while on an adventuring trip, you can actually, instead of skipping long rests, take it a bit heavier when you do one. I mean, it's just 2 hours less, and it's mostly for RP reasons, so that nobody's alone in the night, and you can have a little bit of talk if you wish. For cheap, of course, that also works.
All right.
Ogvar will actually not watch with Locke. He'll wait for the second shift with Shar, just in case something comes up.
Agmar doesn't trust Char.
I don't trust her to not die. Yeah.
The person who's taken the second most damage to the person who's taken the least damage.
Yeah. 8.
So what will be the first what? Which ones?
Juniper and Locke, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, if Juniper wants to, but Locke for sure.
Yeah.
Forced.
Right.
She'll do
so
it.
Sarah and Ogval will start taking a small nap. Also, the fire snake will be taking one of those, right close to the egg, and you will not notice any movement. The cave is extremely silent, to the point that it's actually a bit scary. You would imagine in a mountain that is so much filled with nature and stuff around, it is weird that you're not hearing anything.
Probably didn't see much fire worms in your swamp, huh?
Nope. Although, generally, I mean, most of their relationships are pretty similar.
Did you have anything like that?
Not that I remember.
What was like the most dangerous thing in a swamp?
Me.
Oh. I don't know. I just kind of hid in the shadows.
Yeah, fair enough. And then while I'm doing my watch, I'm gonna be doing my little metalwork, tinkering on my bracer, while just every once in a while looking toward the hole.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you find it a little odd that the bug that was still there didn't eat the egg? Or do you think there were more eggs? Because I didn't see any, like, evidence.
Well, seems like that egg is super fucking hot and not a normal egg material. Looked like rock or something. I don't know, maybe they just knew to keep away from it.
Just seems like if they're used to this environment, they must be together quite frequently. I don't know. And it came so eagerly to the corpse of that bug.
Well, babies get hungry, I guess. But
Which means,
never.
well, which reminds me, sometimes infants or hatchlings, they'll eat their shell before they leave, like a power snack, knowing that it's safe. And didn't do that.
Well, apparently, according to Shara, this thing is. Who the fuck knows? Like those slides, not from here, so. Whatever those little worm bug things just probably didn't know what that was and kept away.
But the salamander thing didn't really give that a thought.
You only just started thinking about an hour ago.
Just interesting is all.
Yeah, we've had a lot of interesting stuff today. Which, speaking of, how you doing with everything? That was going from goblins to ogres to fucking bloodhawks.
I mean, I guess it's normal now, right?
Oh, apparently. I mean, let's hope it doesn't stay normal, but I guess climbing a mountain, isn't that easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are a lot of mushrooms in your swamp.
Yeah?
Yeah, okay.
Why?
Nah, just wondering. I mean, I know you most for dirt, but that's not really a visual, you know?
I guess.
Well, don't let Croak wander. He might get eaten by a fireworm.
Yeah, I'm sure he's not gonna want to linger here anyways. Did are do you think that there's bigger ones out there?
I mean, anything's on the table these days. I mean,
And I'll point over to the sleeping fire salamander.
ain't even fucking heard of one of those before, so who knows what else is waiting for us on the way to a time traveling sphinx.
Yeah. Hmm.
I just realized this last couple of weeks has probably been one hell of a weird time for most of our characters.
Yeah.
Shar was spending the last 4 months just chilling out, making perfume and anti-venoms and soaps and stuff like that. And then all of a
Yes.
sudden, interdimensional frog, a fucking kung fu, kung fu interdimensional pirate, and then now time traveling cat and a snake made of fire.
Really weird. It's a conversation I've actually had before in regards to D&D and leveling in general, that most characters have a backstory of years of training and stuff, which makes sense, but actually only when you take the adventurer's way of life, that every day is something very different and exciting, that's how you do level up, in fact. I mean, it makes sense, we've encountered a lot of stuff in just a couple of weeks. That's intense, that makes you stronger. Anyways, as you are there, Juniper and Locke, and you are discussing some of your own stuff and matters, Juniper, you will feel like a chill breeze that will make you feel uncomfortable for a moment, as you will hear something in the distance. You're not certain of it. Sounds like a child laughing. It will pierce the silence like a knife in between the darkness, but it will stop hearing itself. But you are pretty certain that you did hear it, though it was not loud, and it was coming from outside your cave.
Locke, did you hear that?
What's that?
I swear I could have heard a child outside. Just for a moment.
A child.
I don't know, a child's laughter?
Isn't this how horror movies start?
That's how
All
it
right. Well,
I'm just gonna take a quick peek outside, okay?
All right. Don't go out of sight though.
I'll just look over the hole.
No, whatever. I'll come with you.
And now the crucifix attack, of course.
Oh, of course.
Alright, I will not place such a thing on you, but as you do go outside, I don't have actually battle map for that sort, doesn't really matter. You will check right out, and it will be very dark actually. The moon will not be shining very bright right now, and you will not have the easiest time of your lives setting out. But thankfully, a tiefling and a half-orc both have dark vision traits. It will make it a bit easier and maybe a bit more creepier because you will not see anything like a child or some sort, nor any creature lurking around. You will hear the wind hustling the leaves of some of the trees, pines that are up high on this place, and you will stretch your eyes to see clearer in there and take a few steps. You will realize in a tree in front of you a shape forming like a head.
Uh, uh, um, Block, do you see that? That shape? Looks like a
It's like
head.
something is carved on the tree, like a head.
Uh-huh. I do.
This is all so creepy.
Kind of roughly how far away from us?
Not very far away. You did go out right outside the cave, and you did search in a 60-foot radius. You didn't go further than that. So it's something that you could perhaps say to the others to see it and check it out. It's close.
Is there an expression on said face?
Nope. And to be fair, it's actually missing its mouth. You can see its eyes marked with X's, like how a child would paint a fainted one, but no mouth.
That's a pleasant sight to have at night.
Should we go up and look at it a little bit more? Isn't that unusual?
Yeah, it's more than a little unusual, I will be honest.
I'm just gonna pick up a stone, and I don't intend to like fucking baseball throw it at it, but kind of like a little underhand toss toward its direction.
Just huck a 90-mile-an-hour slider at the tip.
Obviously, nothing will happen other than you doing that. But you will also get this uneasy feeling. This is not right. I mean, you're in the solar mountain. What you were supposed to be feeling is some blessed radiance and stuff going your ways, but instead it's going on more a creepy route than you expected.
Well, my guess is someone or something carved that for us as a sign, possibly. And I don't know in your experience, Junes, but X'd out eyes normally doesn't bode well.
I guess. It just seems too coincidental. What do you think we should do?
I think we best not separate ourselves too much from the others and get back inside. We at least know what direction it'll come at if it comes to us down the fucking tunnel.
At least we found out. It's a good thing we came up to look, just in case.
Well, at least we know to keep an eye on this side of the cave. Come on.
And my intent is for us to go back inside.
Mhm.
Okay. She'll follow.
So yeah, I am just kind of, taking a knee for the rest of my watch, just focused on the cave entrance, seeing if anything's coming.
Though that will be kind of a tiresome task, being focused on something. Thankfully, nothing will occur for the rest of your watch, and the time will come where you will have to wake up Sar and Ogvar.
Hey, Ogvar, Shar.
Oh, is it that time already?
Yeah, it is. Hey, got something fun for you.
Huh?
Boy. So, apparently June's here heard, what was it? A child laughing or some bullshit.
Yeah. It was weird.
Yeah, there was apparently some thing laughing outside, and we go to see, and, there's a very crude rendition of a dead face on a tree out there. So, take that sign for what you will, but I'd say, focus your watch down this way.
That sounds reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah, we weren't about to go tracking the fucking thing and leave y'all's behind, so best if it wants to do something, it can come into us, and we're ready for it, so. Well, have fun.
Oh, I'm just gonna lay down here.
I'm gonna lay just kind of like in a sitting position, my back against the wall here, just kind of facing that way. It'll take me a little bit to get asleep, but I hopefully eventually will.
And as the second watch will begin, with this time Ogvar and Sar, well, they're not actually really hyped to carry that out, but it's still a mystery that kind of goes in a different way than the other ones. What's going on this mountain? Ruthics, elementals, ogres, and now this?
Shar, do you hear anything?
Do I hear anything?
No, you do not. It's actually dead silence right now.
I think the mountain's getting to him.
It could be. Perhaps we should see if they have that. Perhaps we should see if there's actually a carving on that tree.
If you really want to. Um. Yeah, sure, why not? Ogvar literally does not care.
If you don't want to, you don't have to.
I mean, I'm going where you go. If you decide you want to look at that shit, I'm not gonna stop you. A tree face. Oof, ooh, unsettling. Well,
You and Locke are very non-committal, aren't you?
non-committal. Uh, uh, it's not that I'm non-committal. It's just I don't. This really doesn't affect me much. I'm just here for you guys right now. Like I'm not trying to. It's cool that we're finding these wizards or whatever, but I just don't know how it affects me. Just trying to make sure you guys don't die.
Alright, if that's how you want to put it. So I
It's
guess
pretty
we
apt.
just, kind of sit here.
Okay.
As
So,
you
why are you guys
kind
so
of
worried about the rocks?
Hmm.
Sorry.
Sorry, go on. I will feel later.
So, do you really want these rocks that we're looking for, or is it just like actually a side gig? I get kind
Ah.
of confused on what you want. The others are pretty upfront.
I'm always up for making some coin, but as a group, we're here to find the mages, make sure they don't know anything about the slots. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't interested in this. Shit, what is it called again? Ignium.
Arkenstone.
The Ignium. Ah, Arkansas. Fuck off. What was the carving on the tree again?
It was just a face with two X's instead of eyes and no mouth. Caricature.
Oh, so is it like a stick figure face, or like a
Kind of a
fake
stick
face?
figure, yeah, it's
Okay.
kind of a stick figure. Like one a
Ah.
child would draw.
Oh, I thought it was carved into the tree.
Yeah,
I've
it was
seen that.
it was carved in the tree, but
Ah, okay.
it was like a stick drawing. That's how it looked there.
It's like the Pocahontas tree grandma. Well, yep. Ogvar, after asking that, we'll just stare forward unless Char says anything.
I don't much think that they were worried about the tree. I think it was they were worried about what made the carving in the tree. Because it's a creature, whatever it is, it's smart enough to avoid us, and then it knows and then it knows how to make a face. So it
Well, there was
recognized-
that goblin, that stupid goblin that ran away. We didn't really get him.
Could be, yeah, but I think a goblin would rather just come in here and try and kill us or something. Or
If he's
maybe not.
alone, I would think he'd be smart enough to just fuck with us.
Maybe. If anything,
That's
a
just
goblin-
my hypothesis.
If anything, though, he'd probably just head back to his tribe and get all the help he could to try and take us out. Maybe. Again, this is all perhaps. We don't know.
Uh, uh, um,
No really use worrying about it at the moment, though.
huh?
I said no real use worrying about it at the moment, though.
Yeah, I guess. So, these ogres,
Hey,
I feel selfish, asking, but if we do come across their settlement, are we going to just walk on to wherever these wizards are?
Oh, that's the job, isn't it?
Well, I know that's the job, but these th these people are hurting.
Aye, I agree. They are hurting people.
I didn't say they were hurting people. I said they were hurting. Their entire structure is hurting themselves.
Aye, it's their culture. Can't really help it, honestly.
Why can't you?
Most, because people don't want change. They want change for themselves, change more comfortable. But no one's really But most people aren't willing to put that type of work in. That's why you got things like raiders and bandits.
That's not what Ogfell said. That's not how he felt.
And what did he say?
He said he wanted change. He said he didn't want the leadership they had right now.
Aye, and did he say what? And what kind of leadership did he want? Just someone else or something else? Just because he wants a different leader doesn't mean he wants a different life.
I think he'd rather not be beaten by a small goblinoid for the rest of his life, is what I think. Sure. And I wouldn't want to put him in that position like we did.
Aye. I'm not saying he wouldn't. I'm saying that just because. How do I put this? He's robbing people on the road. I think he wants to keep doing that. It's just that he doesn't want to be hit while doing so.
I can speak to people's minds, but I can't read them. And I'm not going to act like I can. So, he could want whatever he wants to want.
Aye.
And then Ogvar will look forward and not speak again.
As you change where you're looking, Ogvar, and it's not that you go away, but you walk a bit nervously around. You will get a strange feeling because as you step on something, you will look down and you will notice that a lot of the ground is a lot more edgy than before. Seems like the gravelstones have become quite sharp. Like you feel like walking on caltrops. It's not anything dangerous. You won't suffer any damage or something of that sort. But you clearly remember that's not how it was earlier on.
Is it like overturned like a gopher hole?
No, it's just like where it was flat. It has become a bit more edgy, and your feet kind of hurt stepping on those gravel. It's not for all of the cave. It's just for for 10 foot distance there on a specific position, but you would have noticed it before, or so you think at least.
Does it change? Well, it obviously doesn't seem like natural, but is it obviously magical?
Roll me an Arcana check.
Alright. As soon as I get there. Click. Click. Nope.
Mm-hmm.
That's some sharp rock.
It feels weird, I can say that.
Alright, well, Ogvar will take note of the sharp rock. Look around.
Right, and I suppose that said, it will take some time more for your watch to end, but the morning will come, the dawn at the very least, and with the first light of dawn, you will be ready to leave this cave, if so you wish. All of you are awake right now, except for the fire snake, which seems to be having the sleep of his life.
Guys, be careful. I was walking around and for some reason the ground got a bit sharper.
The ground got a bit sharper.
Yeah. I wouldn't walk over here. It feels a bit like Legos. He doesn't say that, but
He says something about a toy of that age.
So
Huh?
where?
back in my Oracle shirt.
So where is it?
Right
Like
here.
10 feet right here.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a 10-foot square.
Yeah, something like that.
Interesting.
I was along
Do-
this, right? Yeah, you just said that. My bad. Sorry.
Do you think it's because that face in the tree?
Oh, well, we never really looked at it, so I don't know.
Oh, okay. Is this normal for caves?
It's not normal, but, you know, not a lot of things in this cave is normal.
Did we bring any shovels or anything? Maybe we can dig under it. Wonder if there's something there.
Pick. Ogvar will take out his mining pick. And he'll strike the sharp rock with his mining pick.
I fucking hate mountain climbing.
So, as you will you leave the fire snake inside? Are you going outside? What's the plan here?
Well, after
Yeah.
Juniper's suggestion, Ogvar wants to smash the sharp rock with his mining pick.
Mm-hmm. You can definitely
Then-
do that. I mean, it's the mining pick is used for such purposes. It will take quite some time and produce some tremor, but it's definitely doable. And it will kind of flatten it with some rubble falling right and left thereby. And the noise of it will wake up the fire snake, which will come checking out at your location. And it will start screeching towards you. Like it wants something from you.
Oh, Ogvar, I think it's hungry again.
I don't have any more dead bug bodies. Why don't you give him something else? Is it like mushrooms? Fungi?
Roll me an
Uh.
animal handling check, someone. One of you can do that with advantage, whoever wants to.
Mm,
All right.
Oh, fuck.
Advantage.
he
Roll
did-
once more. You can do this.
Oh my god.
Getting there, getting there. Okay, you don't realize what it is, but you can understand that. Seems like the fire snake has caught a smell that it desires, and it originates from you, but you're not sure about who or what it is. But it's certainly coming closer, like it smelled something that it likes.
Hmm.
Did I pick up anything?
Juniper, you may want to get going.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you know that thing I told you about last night?
No, I completely forgot.
Your fucking frog, Juniper.
Oh, okay, I'm going. Bye.
But as Juniper goes further away, it seems like the first snake hasn't changed what it was doing, indicating that nothing in Juniper or on top of her uh, was interesting for the fire snake. Instead, it looks mostly at you three, Locke, Ogvar, and Sar.
Char will come over here. She'll like get down, like crouch down, so like she's closer to the fire snake, and she'll say in Ignan, "Oh, hello there. Are you hungry?"
And it will nod, and it will look into your backpack. Towards it. Roll me an Arcana check, Sar.
Righty then. Arcana.
Okay, I won't give you much. I'll just say that elementals, not being from the material plane, might be interested in things, a lot of different stuff that wouldn't even be edible for those on the material plane.
Hmm.
I'm gonna put down some tobacco.
Uh,
And the fire snake will go closer to it, it will try to smell it, and take a very small bite of it. And let's see. It will spit it down as the tobacco will catch some fire, that small portion of it. And it will screech once more towards you.
I guess I don't like that.
Ogvar will pull out some common clothes and throw it in the general direction of the snake.
Okay, that will get the first snake's attention, and it will move toward the clothes. It will go closer, take a small smell, give it a bite. It's like it won't enjoy it, but the common clothes will catch fire, and compared to the tobacco, it will be a kind of bigger fire, very much bigger. And the fire snake will seem very happy and will start to move around the flame like it's dancing, enjoying the presence of it.
Ogvar will move back a little bit when it gets a bit closer.
So the fire snake will seem very happy for the moment. And that will last for a couple of minutes for sure.
Ah, would you like to come with us?
And you will hear some happy squeaking around as it seems to enjoy the flame more than intended. But as soon as the flames start to douse a bit and get smaller, it will just pass through it and follow you, come with you along.
All right then, little friend. Let's go.
And it will start running behind you like a dog behind its owner, in a kind of way. So it seems like a very clever dog in its own. And so your second day at the Solar Mountain will continue with you moving higher, having another companion of yours in your party. Who knows for how long? Let's see how you will treat it. Check on it.
So it begins.
So, even after one day, you can realize the first snake has grown a bit bigger. Obviously, don't imagine anything much, but it's certain of it that it is growing really fast for an elemental. You don't know how they age, so that could make sense. And as you proceed, there are only a few couple of streams going down that mountain, and the first time that you see one of those, the first snake will be afraid, and it will go right behind Sar, hiding itself from it. Since it is kind of afraid of water, as it seems. let me put you on the page. Sorry. You will see, of course, a lot of bloodhawks around. They are looking at you, but they're not attacking. They don't have any evil intents. But in front of you, there lies a very small stream of water. Nothing too much. And a small wooden bridge right there. And two statuettes.
Are these statuettes familiar? Did we see one of these before, specifically?
No, you haven't seen those. And if you pay a close look, Ogvar being an orc, and orcs have kind of a shared culture with some of the dwarves, you can clearly notice that even though those depicted are not dwarves, the stone cunning, the work around it, it's clearly dwarvish. A dwarf has made these statues. Though that might have been a lot of years ago, decades or even eons.
Would I be able to know what kind of dwarf were to make this?
Give me one moment. That would be probably a history check, though a tough one. Okay, so you will not get much, but clearly, since these two seem to be two human people, as you check them out and check around for anything that would indicate their identity and who they might be, you will notice that their faces are a bit deformed. And if you look closer enough, you realize what you at first saw and thought was a mouth. It's actually just a very small break on the statue, which means that whoever made this statue made it without a mouth. And that reminds you of what you saw earlier, and it creeps you out. Also, as you touch it, roll me an investigation check with advantage if you wish. I'll assume someone is helping you.
Alrighty.
All right. You will realize that they are hollow.
Guys, I think these were made by the same person that made the tree face you guys were worried about, and they're not full. They're hollow.
Really?
Yeah. I don't.
That's
Would
possible.
you guys mind a bit of vandalism?
I can tell you wanna. Go ahead, buddy.
Go right
Well,
ahead.
why?
He wants to say what's inside of it.
I mean, they were fucking around with us. Why don't we fuck around with them?
That doesn't seem right.
So the statue is of a person, but they don't have a face?
They don't have a mouth.
Ah, okay. Do they have X's
It's
for
there.
eyes?
It seems like it was of a person and it has been desecrated, deformed,
Oh.
drained. Yeah, someone
Okay.
Ah, yeah.
thought
yeah.
that it would make it look a bit creepier. It would be nice for it.
That's the case. Okay. Then yeah, that's fine. No. You wouldn't care that much then. I mean, unless you guys are super curious, I'm good to move on.
It's a
Just
statue.
watch out for more fucked up shit.
All right.
Yep.
So
Ogvar's
as
actively
you...
perceiving for tree faces.
Mm-hmm.
Char's keeping her eyes on those fucking hawks.
That makes sense.
What hawks?
However, there is something else that is keeping your eye on you, sir, and as it moves closer, it will make a happy squeaking seeing the wooden platform there. And it will kind of barrel roll itself into it. And the wood and planks will start catching fire right there, this small breeze.
Shar will put the fire out with prestidigitation. She'll tell it.
Odd.
She'll say, "I'm sorry about. I'm sorry about that, but we have to come back down this route, and I don't think you want the bridge to be burned. You might go into the water. You might have to go into the water. Tell you what, I'll make an extra big campfire tonight, if you, so that you can burn and play around with."
Roll me an animal handling check, and because of the last thing you said, I'll say with advantage.
Would it
You
be
can defend it.
Would it be a persuasion check since I'm actually
It
talking?
could be a persuasion check since it understands you. Only you can roll persuasion with it.
Okay. 21.
All right. That's a
Gotcha.
pretty hefty roll.
Gotcha.
So you will notice the fire snake at first. It will become mad at you and will start screeching as you try to calm it down with logic and things that actually make sense. It's still a little bit stubborn, probably because of its age. So it will understand what you said and it will kind of be happy about what you said about the campfire. But it will follow Juniper for now, seeing if she is a better owner than you.
Uh,
And as you pass by there, you will notice two hippogriffs in the distance. Up high on the mountain. These
Yeah.
majestic creatures looking at you, but not with a preyful face. They seem actually to. This one seems to be eating some kind of prey that it caught earlier, and the other one is resting by there. The Bloodhawks here seem to not be that many, to indicate that they might try to swarm on the hippogriff. So it might be safe for the time being.
Juniper's just gonna loudly, or well, wave her hand at the hippogriffs and say hi.
And you will perhaps see them kind of respond. They are kind of friendly in their own way. It won't say hi, of course, but you get it. And as that happens, something more strange and continuing the series of unfortunate events of what's happening, you will see something flying in the distance. At first, you might think it's a hippogriff. As it comes closer, you realize that it has some kind of different colors on it, though it still has the same size. And as it comes even closer, you realize that that's not a hippogriff at all. This thing has not one, not two, but three heads on it. Red wings, and seems to be, especially, it's Himera that's flying with a big tail, a goat, a dragon, and a lion head, and it has its eyes set up high on the hippogriffs. It doesn't seem to have noticed you, but even though this is a very fearsome creature, seems like that's a perfect opportunity for you to cross by it without it seeing you, as it starts rushing towards the hippogriff there on the corner. The other hippogriff that is not being attacked will immediately drop its prey and run to assist its, let's say, partner, and try to attack Chimera. But at that point, the Chimera will immediately unleash its breath weapon onto this one.
Jesus.
Yeah, that kind of hurts. But he will, however, make the save and will be left bloodied, and it will attempt to run as the other hippogriff will start beating and clawing the Chimera. And they are around 70 to 80 foot further up high from you. So the first snake will start dancing. It will not pay much attention to Juniper or Sar at the moment. It will just dash in front. This one will catch a little bit of fire. Sar will immediately stop it with her prestidigitation, keeping her calm. But the first snake will just go up here and reach for a spot that has a better view, as it will still to be awed by the fire breath of the Chimerites. It really likes it. And the Chimera will manage to get a lethal blow on the one hippogriff here, and will grasp him, and will take him as a prey to it, as the other hippogriff will run further away, understanding that it cannot make much to that creature. And they will hide on the other side of the mountain as you proceed to pass that small breeze as well. Feel free, if anyone is proficient, to roll me an Arcana check.
All right.
Nope. Hey.
That's a nope and a decent one. So, you understand, Sar, that chimeras are actually kind of created monstrosities. Though they are not constructs, their origin is through creation. After that, it went a lot weirder and you don't know. But for sure, you understand that this creature is innately evil. It has some evil intentions. Perhaps that originates from the red dragon head. Who knows? It's not certain, but certainly a servant of evil. They have the ego of a dragon as well. And what makes even more sense for you to know is that you, Sar, understand that since it has the ego of a dragon, it might even have the horde of a dragon.
Pulling at the right stuff.
All right then. Oh, that's rather interesting. Oh, Full Metal Elf. Yeah.
uh,
That thing was what's known as a chimera. It's I think it's not unnaturally occurring thing. It's a type of beast that was made rather than. Anyways, one of the heads is a dragon. So, if anyone's interested, it might have a horde.
I'm not interested.
Yeah,
Did you see
yeah.
it torch that fucking bird?
Hey,
maybe we should keep close eyes on our friend here.
What, the worm?
Yeah, just in case.
in case what? It gets eaten.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Ah.
birds.
it's
Ogvar
made.
pulls out his stick and throws it over here.
It's made of lava. I don't think anyone's gonna try and eat it.
I mean,
Well, just like I'm not gonna try to fight a fucking dragon, so.
And as you say that lock going a bit in front, you will hear some footsteps approaching.
The dragon.
They sound kind of heavy, like someone is having troubles with walking, but not as heavy as an ogre's. It's clearly a humanoid. And as you stop for a moment, checking out, you will see a very old lady with a stick as she is walking
Oh,
downward.
no.
And she'll say, "Hey, children, did it pass? Did it go away?"
Do you mean the chimera?
Uh, yeah, whatever it is, that three-headed beast.
Yeah, the dragon bird goat. Yeah, it went that way.
Oh, thank you. And she starts walking a bit closer to you. She seems like she has a kind of heavy backpack that it's burdening her. So that's why she's making some heavy steps. and she has a chain that helps her lodging. Ooh. Are you tourists going to the Solar Peak?
Yeah, I heard there's some fucking tight hot springs. What are you doing out here alone? This is, not the friendliest mountain.
And
Uh.
the old lady will seem to be kind of miserable as she looks into the ground and say, I have nothing left to do here anymore. I just learned that some of my grandkids died and I decided to leave this place.
That
I did
sucks.
live here. Yeah, it does suck. But that's how life is.
Sorry.
Juniper, if you pick up the fire baby, you will immediately suffer some points of fire damage.
But since I'm resistant,
That's 3 points of fire, which means 1 for you, thankfully, as you will realize you cannot handle it for a lot of time. And the granny will see the fire snake and say, "Ooh, what a nice pet you have. A very distinctive dog, that is."
So what are you doing up at the top of the mountain? If you don't mind my asking.
I come from here, young lady. My cabin is a few feet away from here.
Ooh.
Or at least was, I mean. You see, a lady like me doesn't have much time to spend. I don't think I'll be returning there. But perhaps some of my children will. One day?
Oh, alright then. Is there anything you can tell us about the top of the mountain?
Hmm. The Solar Peak was once a very nice place, but these days things are happening. You should be careful. You should beware. You don't want to go there on your own, but it seems like you have friends along. Yeah, bring them all together. Perhaps you might make it.
Mm. Yes. Well, you you should probably be on your way, you know? Uh,
Of course, and she will
I
start walking
probably
nearby.
get pretty tired.
Yeah, and just so you care, you ever see Ola? Please, try to be gentle with her. You might come to regret it if not.
Alright then.
Really? What? Hold on. What do you have to do with her?
What would I have to do with her? Oh, it's not that I want to interact with her or something, or that I have ties with her in some way or the other. But it's more about the original, let's say, leader. She kind of owns this place. Through force, yes. But that seems to be working, isn't it?
I
Can I
suppose you can say.
insight that she says that she doesn't like talk with her or like interact with her?
I'd like
Sorry,
to.
what did you say, Ogvar?
Can I insight that she doesn't like want to interact
Mhm.
with Ola? Alright.
Of course, insight, right.
Dang.
Okay, let me roll as well.
Yeah, well the old lady's probably gonna be
Hey, so you kind of understand that doesn't really mean it. She feels like she phrases it in a kind of weird way.
well. You have a good journey then.
Aye. Do try to not be. Do try to not be too I hope you're not too inconvenienced by the ogres further down the mountain.
Granny knows her ways around here. I mean, I was born here, so don't worry about me. Worry about yourselves.
And
This
Shar
place is
will
not
Shar
kind
will,
to foreigners.
Shar will look at the birds and be very quietly thinking to herself that this old lady's gonna get ripped to pieces.
And the old lady will continue walking.
Watch
And
out for the fire-breathing things.
of course, and how do they say it? Yeah, may the yellow god sign upon you.
I like to insight that part.
I don't need to.
Don't roll it. I mean, she clearly isn't that much religious. She knows
Oh,
that
yeah.
it's just a saying that they say around here.
Cool.
Well, I guess we found it. A worse place to be born at.
And
Agvar walks away from Worm.
as you continue walking a bit uphill, and it's kind of a tiresome journey, but it's a lot more relaxing compared to the first day. The first night will come on your behalf. You will notice that you will not notice the Chimera being around anymore. But after some minutes, half an hour maybe, you will see a building into the distance. And you can make the safe assumption that that's probably the den of the old lady you found earlier. After that cabin, the road continues, so of course you can feel free to just skip it and go past it. But yeah, yet you're right here. And those places that I've let you see through are the windows. So you can perhaps take some looks before doing anything more, reckless.
Before we even got here, like right after we left the old lady, he would have, Agvar would have said, yeah, I think she is a bit more in league with those ogres than she lets on. Or at
Aye.
least isn't against it.
Oh, aye, definitely.
Oh, you think so? An old woman by herself, not dead up here?
Oh,
You
definitely.
didn't have to say it like that, but yeah.
No, I'm just agreeing. That's yeah.
Oh, Locke has a point. A woman who survived this environment for so long that she for so long that she got to be that age up here. That's not normal.
So just old people in general, they're just creepy.
Well,
I wouldn't-
fair enough.
I wouldn't say that. Most old people don't live in a place where hawks will come upon you on like piranhas and there's ogres and all that shit.
I don't know. I survived pretty well in the swamp.
Oh,
Are there ogres and three-headed monsters breathing fire on you there?
I mean, the swamp's got its own dangers, and I was pretty young when it started. I feel like she's probably more equipped than I was.
Aye, and that makes her dangerous.
Well, if anything, she said she doesn't have a use for her place anymore. Might be
yeah,
something to help us out going ahead.
Agvar will look in the window. Does he see anything, like, in these cases?
So it seems like these are some bookcases, but they are empty, though there are some writings and scrolls, not magic scrolls, I mean old
Sure.
paper that
Is-
are
is-
written.
Is this where the trail ends, this house? Or is there like a path that goes further up the mountain? Or
Well,
This way.
the trail kind of ends there. I mean, it's not that distinctive, but there is pathway that goes up further up there. But there are no more houses further ahead, so it's a little more, ranger pathway further on. So right here you will see a small statuette. Small, I mean, it's not that small, but it's small in size. But what's clearly making you feel uneasy is that it's beheaded. It's that of a woman without a head.
Can I see if I recognize like what if this is like a person or a god, or like if this is supposed to be like a gravestone or something? Cause or like actually no. Can I see how the head fell off? Like if it was time or if it was forced off or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, roll me an investigation.
Investigation. 10.
Okay, judging from the cracks, you can clearly indicate that the head was smashed off the statue. It was not made like that.
Well, some of them have a very high opinion of the statue.
Yeah, perhaps with a bludgeoning weapon or something like that.
All right then, let's get going.
Mm-hmm. In the meanwhile,
that-
Ogvar, as you look inside, you will, as I said, you will see some paper writings. You can see what they are writing. You can see a mirror right there, a small mirror, a small cup that still has some, smoke heat rising from it, indicating that C was probably drinking from that earlier on. And let me see what you can see. Oh, you can also see here.
Yeah.
A suit of, it seems like a suit of armor. You seem to believe that it's empty, it doesn't have a person inside it, but
Oh, well.
it's lying there.
You
Alright.
seem to believe it's empty.
Okay, so I have two questions, alright?
Of course.
One for not Ogvar, because he wouldn't know, because he didn't look yet. Did Shar notice that, if the statuette was, hollow or not?
I'd probably be able to see inside of it if its head is smashed off.
Well, no, the statuettes were hollow, though, so I was just asking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I think the GM would have told me, or he would tell me now.
No, I mean, Ogvar asking would let you check it. Don't roll me another check for it. You will realize that though it's not the statue, but the base of it that is hollow, and as you will not use that much force, but easily you will kind of open it, and you will realize that there are some bones inside,
Hmm.
and you will close it, probably.
Yep, I close it, and, do I know anything about, like...
I think he means like Shar
that-
sees this, not Ogvar.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
the buds are.
Well, when she tells me about it, he'll do it, whatever.
Oh,
And he'll say to Locke,
I suppose it's
hey,
a crypt.
what's... Yeah, there's something on that bed. It looks like some armor. Can I tell what type of armor is on the bed?
Yeah, it seems like it's a full body armor, indicating that it's probably a ring mail or a plate mail. It's distant, so you can't determine for sure, but it's probably a plate one.
Locke,
Mm.
I could really use that. I really don't have any heart for this woman. Especially if she's working with those things.
Well, regardless of heart, she said she doesn't have a use for this fucking place anymore, so open game in my book.
Getting confirmation from Locke, doesn't really care what everyone else thinks. Ogbar's gonna take the maul and smash in the front door. Now I'm gonna try and open it first.
Alright, roll me in athletics.
Alright.
Alright, that will be more than enough. With a cracking sound, the door will break open immediately, and you will see a small fireplace burning that way, and immediately the fire snake will rush into it, and it will through you, and it will get inside it,
Whoa.
Yeah.
and it will start sleeping inside the fire, sleeping. You know, cuddling around a little bit
Yeah.
there. It will relax. It found its perfect spot. So at this point, before we examine anything else inside this house, I would like us to take a small 10-minute break,
All right.
and
Yeah,
we
sure.
will be right back with that. All right?
Yeah,
All
sure.
right.
Sounds
All
good,
right.
man.
Nice. Nice.
Coming back soon.
Our group isn't all that friendly to each other, is it?
Well,
I mean, realistically, we've known each other for less than a month, and there's been a lot of traumatic, stressful things going on. So,
we all have varying, drastically different viewpoints.
Very true.
I don't give a shit about this lady. There's no way this lady is not a hag out of character. By the
Oh
way.
yeah, no, definitely.
I mean, you
Oh,
know,
I
there's
know, right?
there's very few times where there's just been a random old lady in the middle of
with
a bunch
mist
of
coming
bullshit.
off of her.
Yeah, you know, yeah.
It's whatever. Yeah, I can't wait for you to tell Ogbar those fucking bones. He's gonna be like, yeah, fair. Ogbar's totally vilified by that.
Or it's just this place's way of a grave site, but
Nah,
nah.
8 wisdom. Nah.
Yeah.
Definitely ag.
Yeah, Shar was like, well, that seems to be a crypt of some sort. Talking about the statue.
Yeah.
I wonder who made it though.
Who made it? Well, the ones downstairs, he said that dwarves made it. And I tried to make a history check to tell what kind of dwarves made it, but the history only told me that, what is it? There weren't mouths originally, and then like there were cracks made that looked like mouths.
Well, that's not creepy or anything.
No. I'm wondering if it's like a sort of like what is it? You know, the mind flayer eye sort of thing, you know, where like you can see through.
Maybe.
But I don't know why that other one would be decapitated though.
Shar figures that someone probably didn't much care for the person in the statue.
Maybe Oli got tired of her.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't freaking know. I'm looking at a worm dancing around in a fire.
Well, comparatively, it's a
Ogbar's out of his
pretty
depth.
it's a pretty even keeled day so far comparatively, so we're doing okay.
I know his name. I named him Worm.
Yeah, here's your name. First name Laya, last name Billity.
With what I know about salamanders, this is a very nice friend to make.
I'm so glad that Ogvar and Locke can bond over breaking into someone's house.
I mean, hey, waste not, want not. This is technically abandoned. There's no issues.
Even if like, even if like, you know, that lady wasn't like completely deceitful, he probably would have went after that armor.
Oh, sure. You know, I tell you what, I keep fucking forgetting you're a fighter and not a barbarian. I don't know why.
I know, right? It's weird. I've never raged once.
Well,
No,
No,
I
you
guess
just-
the heavy armor would make me not able to do that anyways, but it's whatever.
Yeah. Which is weird.
Unless you're a battle rager, which only dwarves can be, and it's not a good class.
I think with Tasha's, a lot of the restrictions like that were lifted, but because I know Bladesinger used to be elf only, but with Tasha's, now anyone can do it.
I think in this setting though, it's still elven only.
Is it?
I don't know. Maybe you can ask the DM. He seems pretty lenient. I don't know. But yeah. That'd be cool if I was a barbarian. You know, just like an actual like intellectual Hulk. I want to go get another Coca-Cola.
Oh, by the way, I was just joshing about the toll takers. I'm pretty fucking sure they weren't legit.
Sorry? What?
I said I was just joshing about the toll takers. I'm pretty sure they weren't fucking legit.
Oh, yeah.
But if so, very enterprising goblins.
They got that hustle.
I mean, hey, someone has to pay for the maintenance of that footbridge.
Good job for sure.
What?
That's her new gig.
What,
toll
paying
bridges.
for bridges?
No toll bridges.
No, yeah, just like start the concept of tolls on roads. It's like, hey, someone's got to upkeep this. You're just paying it forward.
If they don't pay, you can call Nathe on it.
I'm fairly certain that toll roads do already exist. I don't know.
I didn't say you were inventing something. I was just saying that's
No,
your
yeah,
gig.
that's what Locke was saying.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wow, Locke,
in my
OBE.
I'm just saying, you know, in my like
Yeah.
4 years of playing D&D, I haven't come across a toll road. So I'm saying there's room to branch out here.
The only toll roads I've come across are goblins.
I mean, it's a homebrew.
I
Who knows?
I made a toll road in one of the games I DM. It was
I homebrewed the IRS.
God. You must hate your players.
Homebrewed sending for what is it? What are they called? I just got one of those calls yesterday.
We've been
The
trying to
car's extended warranty.
God damn it! I was just about to make that joke.
Yeah, carriage's extended warranty. That's what's gonna happen. You paid the little price of 5 copper, but they're gonna get you with that extended warranty on your carriages.
It's gonna
Yeah.
be. You know what? You know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be the. They're gonna get. You're gonna find a coin, and it's gonna be the artificer's magical tinkering. And when you pick it up, it just says that we've been trying to reach you about your cart's extended warranty.
No, we finally get back down to whatever little town thing we dropped the cart and horses off at, and they're like, "Oh, well, we would give it back to you, but we noticed you don't have an insurance sticker on there, so we have to keep it."
They're gonna be like, yeah, we have this new mayor. You might have met her. She has a lot of ideas. The old lady's just running the town.
Well, good to see you again. Ah, God damn it!
Oh, I see you have my armor you're wearing. I don't suppose you paid for it, did you?
Oh,
It looks like you've brought my armor back with a dead corpse inside.
I'm gonna have to clean that. You have
no, ma'am.
any-
I would never do that, ma'am.
Oh, the
I was
dead
hoping
man's
it'd be
feet.
like a 2 or something, but it's... Dude, I don't know what's happening. Agro rolls high insight for no reason.
He's putting his book smarts to use.
Oh, that's funny. We both got 13s.
Ogvar in the library found a book written by a very astute author called The Art of the Deal, and so he's just great on insight these days.
God.
That's ridiculous.
I can't wait to get into that paperwork room and read all her tax statements. Get this lady on so much freaking fraud.
Jeez.
Mm.
Sar's
All the
backstory is
the homeowners association's probably kicking her out because of all the bones. That's what happened.
oh yeah, yeah. I mean, HOA is not gonna go for a hollow rock with bones inside it.
I get you like 2 stars on Animal Crossing.
Yeah, all the fucking weeds along this road, pfft, fucking bullshit.
Gosh, don't even get me started about the lamppost, like right on the ocean.
There's just a letter on the table there. It's like, you'd do better if all your things were color coordinated.
Plant a flower.
You let all this, let all these trees get overgrown. It's gonna catch shade in the neighbor's yard, and they're gonna be angry. You need to trim them. What neighbors? I live on a mountain. That's not my problem.
As you walk
Neighbors
outside,
are
you
gonna
look up.
complain about you.
As you walk outside, you happen to look up and see a red balloon with a finely wrapped, what looks to be a birthday present hanging from a string.
You also see 98 others.
You forgot to turn your oven off.
And now you got a fire snake in it. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Do you want ants?
The
This is
resale
how you
value on
get
this house is
ants.
going way down.
On and
I mean, the
on,
busted
and
up fucking door. Oof.
Even
we
in a
put this
down
house
market,
together.
there's a way to make a profit. We invited 5 realtors to come over and check out the property, and then we harvested their organs.
I mean, come on. You could have had a stronger door. It only took me 1 hit.
It probably wasn't even locked.
No, it probably wasn't.
It was like the funny thing would have been like, oh, it was actually like partially open. Bam!
Yeah.
That would have been hilarious. Hilarious.
After that insight check on the Ola thing, he definitely wanted to do something. So that's just how I saw it. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, well, you know what 11 at night gets you food-wise? A bowl of Captain Crunch. I'll be right back.
Hey. Hopefully with no berries.
That's 11 at night for you, Locke? Man, it's 10 in the morning for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Time zones are a bitch.
Got some porridge on the table.
I'd prefer it in a bowl.
Nah. I like to lap my soup right off the table. Alright, what? Okay. That's so cool.
I'm back.
Whoa.
Hello.
Something is going wrong, I believe, with my internet. Don't know what.
No.
I don't have any issues with Roll20 or Discord, so it should be fine for us. But I have issues with everything else, which will not be a problem for the next 2 hours, but will be a problem after the next 2 hours.
Oh man.
Wait, what?
I don't know why. Well, I suppose you did notice yesterday that Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp all were down worldwide. That was happening. Everything just didn't work.
Oh.
Well, I didn't have such issues today. I mean, it's just that other than Roll20 and Discord, most things seem to not be working for me. I don't know if that even makes sense.
I looked on Instagram yesterday. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I like to look at Instagram for what is it? Just like little dog pictures or character art. It's pretty cool.
Anyways, are we all here?
Yep.
Present.
All right, and Jeremy does dog. So, yeah, as you do enter into the cabin, Ogvar and Locke, you will clearly, though you got hints of it earlier, it smells a bit foul. Like the tea that was hot didn't make a very nice odor for this small place. But it's in general how this small cabin smells that you don't like a lot. Its walls and its floor are all made out of stone. That has been carved and worked. It's pretty nice actually for such a height. It's really high up in the mountain, so to be able to make such a nice house up there is a solid achievement. The fire snake is having the time of its life, and Sarah and Juniper, it's at that moment that you hear the door crack that Locke and Ogvar enter, and you realize that they have broken inside.
Is the masonry in here also dwarvish?
No, you don't realize such stuff.
Okay.
It could have been. I mean, for sure, a Dwarven technician mason could have clearly made such a thing, but it's not like there are hints of their architecture inside.
Can I identify the smell, or is it like clearly the tea that you were saying about?
No, it's not only the tea. The tea just smells not nice, but also everything else in here. You don't. It's the scent of the person that lived. Perhaps you're not sure. It's just a bit annoying. Nothing
Like
that
shit in here. You alright, man?
Yeah.
Well, go get your armor if you want. I see some stairs this way.
Tsar, as you enter the room, you will see the fire snake having the time of its life, and it's like it's setting the fire that it's lying on, and right outside the window, it sees these trees, so big and interesting that they would probably be burning, and you realize that's what the fire snake is thinking.
Ogvar thinks for a second and looks into the room with the armor, and
Mhm.
instead it goes into the room with the paperwork
Mhm.
and looks at her tax documents.
Oh my
Right?
god.
Yeah.
I'll, stop there for a moment so that I can give some time to Juniper and Sarah that just entered
Yeah,
as
sure.
well.
Yeah, no problem.
Um,
Are there any
So-
are there any logs like for to make the fire to put in the fireplace?
sorry, can you repeat that?
Are there any logs like to put in the fireplace?
You can see a couple of more logs right next to the fireplace so that you can perhaps make the fire a bit bigger or burn for a little while more.
Yeah, Shar will put those into the fireplace and tell the fire snake. All right. Oh, there you go. There's some more at the barn. Just do try not to set everything on fire.
Mm-hmm. And the fire snake will understand that you, well, care for it is an over-exaggeration, but I understand what you're saying, that you understand its needs, so it will continue burning in these places, and perhaps the logs as well, but only inside. It doesn't seem content to go outside right now. You realize that there's also a door right there, and Juniper, you feel like you're hearing a child's voice from this wall behind, but you haven't seen anything, or nobody else can hear a step.
Ashar, can you hear that sound? I really don't think we should be in here.
Perhaps. But if we're in here, then perhaps we should investigate. Make sure we're not. See if there's anything dangerous, and make sure it's not gonna come up behind us as we're going up the mountain.
I don't know.
Ogvar, as you are inside the study room, you will see some papers that have. Let me check something. What languages do you know?
La la la. Languages. I speak telepathic. Hang on.
That doesn't help
Dwarvish,
you when
Elvish,
reading.
and Orc.
Okay, so you will not be able to understand what is there. Let me check though if you can understand what's the script of it.
Dang it.
So let me check languages. The script is Dwarvish, but you can't understand what language it is.
He'll gather up the papers into a neat pile and stuff it in his pack.
And as I said earlier, you will also notice this small. It looks like a steel mirror, though the surrounding of it seems to have some. It's more made out of iron. Can you roll me an investigation check, Ogvar?
Absolutely, I can. Would love to.
All right, let me check it.
I'll be able to hear you, but I'll be right back. I can still hear that.
All right, no worries, sir. And as you check around the papers and the mirror, something will feel wrong for you as you check out the mirror and notice a reflection that shouldn't be there. And looking at another perspective, you will notice something like a drab, smooth-skinned humanoid on the corner, right on the left of you. I will make it appear for one moment. Doesn't seem to be caring about you, but it clearly seems to be looking straight towards you. But it doesn't seem so translucent to you. It seems more like a smooth-skinned.
Ogvar looks at where it is and
And
doesn't
you
see
clearly,
anything.
yes, you will not see anything.
Um,
And as you check once more into the mirror, you will notice that it is moving outside of the room.
Guys, be careful. We're not alone in here.
It's you can follow it with the mirror if you wish. It's right here for the
yeah.
time being,
I'll pick up the mirror and follow it.
and it seems to be going a bit downward, turning towards the staircase that Locke went. Locke, you are right there when you hear the sound of Ogvar saying, take a bit care. There's someone here. We are not alone. And
Fantastic.
And Ogvar, by the moment you pass through that doorway, you will hear a small, loud thud. And roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no. All right.
It's a DC 15. It's a tough one. Give me one moment. And you won't make it, which means you will not get to choose which side of the door you will be going, which means you are trapped that way as this door closes and separates Ogvar and Locke from the rest
Well,
of the
shit.
house. And I would like some initiatives.
Oh god.
Ogvar, why'd you close the door?
I did not.
All right, Knife. Time to burn down the building.
One moment. We will not immediately use the initiatives, but yeah, we will use them pretty soon. So yeah.
Well, right away, Ogvar's gonna try and open the frickin' door. Panicking.
Okay, you can roll me either an athletics or an investigation check. It's up to you.
Yeah, athletics.
Okay, you do realize that that was a very strong buzz that you tried to do to open the door, but it won't open. That means it's more than reinforced steel, and if there is a pathway out, there should be something else that could open the door, or it could take a lot of time using your weapon to take it down.
Oh boy.
On the other side of this wall, Juniper, you will notice a small
Oh,
marionette
shit.
right there.
Oh boy.
Everything is going nice, right?
Oh.
And as you do see this, but you don't see anything else that could have talked on in this room. Well, it's not like this could have talked, but I suppose being in a haunted house will make you think that it did. And there are plenty of vessels right here, some vases and cup holders and cups and stuff like that around. But this is actually quite big for a doll. I mean, it has the size of a baby.
Juniper's gonna take it.
Yes, feed it to Nith.
You will roll me an Arcana check, or a history. I'm not sure what you prefer. I
They're
believe
both gonna
Juniper
suck. It's
would.
gonna be great.
I believe Juniper would probably know more about this in regards to the history check. So go for history. Okay, so you don't know much about what this could be, but you have an idea in general about voodoo dolls used that have needles on them, and that makes sense because there is a silver needle passing through that carionet inside it.
Oh.
But it's not like it's passing like someone did voodoo on this one. It's attached to her. You cannot remove it.
Oh.
That's rather interesting.
What do you think of this new doll, Shar? Should I keep it?
Can I do an Arcana check?
In regard to what?
See if I can identify the doll.
Make me one, though I don't believe there would be many results.
Nope, I have no idea.
It seems like a generic doll that children would have played, a child.
I don't know if we really want to keep anything from this place, but if you want to, then go right ahead.
I think I will. She's kind of cute in her own way.
Well,
If
most
you
of you
think-
are kind of settled up, but that does not go for the fire snake, which is having the time of its life, as I said earlier, in there. However, Ogvar, I'll assume you have the mirror with you, right?
Yeah. And I also have the crystal up because it's fucking dark in here.
Okay, let me grant you some light. It's 15 bright light, right?
Let me check real quick. I'm sorry. It's 10 feet.
10 feet. Okay, that should be much better. And as you do that through the mirror, I'll add its token right here so that you can see it. Though, look, you can see it. And Ogvar, roll me a survival check.
Where? Locked.
Ogvar.
Alright. Oh my god.
Okay. Even though it's passing from nearby and seems to be careful with its steps, it doesn't make not a single sound when it steps. And also, it doesn't leave anything that could be a track. Even though you see directly where it stands, you are not sure what is this thing or if is it even real? Does it even exist?
Uh,
But it seems to be careful about its steps, like it's waiting in certain locations and it will turn towards that way. It seems that the road splits here and here.
sir. Oh. Ogvar will. Look, I think I think I'm going insane. Can you take this mirror, please?
Sure.
Now, it's gonna sound fucking crazy. I saw something that wasn't there when I looked in the mirror.
Well, you were right about how it sounds. What's this thing that's not there?
Wait, did it have a mouth? Question mark?
No, it did have
Okay.
all of the parts of humanoid body, but it had a bit bigger claw.
It was, very gaunt. It was like, I don't know, it's a fucking translucent guy.
Ghost.
I guess. I mean,
Hmm. So you're saying we're locked in a basement with a ghost that's not doing anything per se.
yeah, it looks like he's just chilling. He walked around that corner over there. Point.
All right. And you can only see it in the mirror's reflection.
Yeah, it seems. Well, I think it. I don't know. You wanna walk after him?
Yeah, Locke is going to just sigh and just mutter like, fucking old ladies out on their own. And he's gonna walk over the corner here. And then kind of like
Alright.
do a little oh,
And as you do pass there, you will realize at that moment that you've stepped upon a power plate, which means you will hear immediately the sound of a couple of bolts running towards your location lock. Roll me a dexterity saving throw, DC 13.
oh, just one?
Yes.
Alright.
Easily catch.
Right, which means you will only suffer 3 points of piercing damage as one of the 3 bolts will scratch your back immediately as you kind of fall down in order for you to dodge them. Quite nice reflexes. And they will be tied into the wall immediately.
Would I be able to try to use my deflect missiles on it?
You know what? I will allow it since you succeeded. Yeah, I will allow it. You can reduce the damage even more, nullify it actually.
So
Dick.
plus my
That's
dex
nice.
modifier.
It's an ability that it's not used that much often, so
No, yeah. Oh yeah. If it was just 3 points, that's my modifier as is, so yeah.
yeah, no need to roll. So yeah, you will manage to make it outside of the trap. And Juniper and Sarge, you will just now realize that this door that Ogvar and Locke passed through is closed and locked.
Is it a wooden door?
Nope, it's a steel door. It was a wooden at start, but something fell on top of it and reinforced it with steel.
Oh, that's awfully convenient.
Do you think they locked themselves in?
Do I see the hinges?
What do you want to check on?
The hinges. Do I see the hinges of the door?
No, you cannot. They're only the edge of it, and you can clearly understand that there was a mechanism on top of it that made the reinforced steel drop, but you cannot make your hands grasp at anything around it.
So it's just a sheet of steel over the door.
Yes, it's more like a wall rather than a door right now.
Oh, that's awfully convenient.
It's clearly made to be a trap.
All right.
Ah.
then.
Old lady trap her house.
Gods, what the fuck?
That was pretty impressive. Nice catch.
It's not the fucking time. I'm gonna try to turkey peek with the mirror in front of me and look into this room here.
Are you looking upwards towards that room or below?
No, where it kind of went into, yeah.
Okay, so you will notice the edge of it as it continues moving.
Oh, what the fuck, Akbar?
Oh, what? What? Is it there? Did you see it?
Unfortunately, yes. What the fuck is going on? Well, it opens up down there. What?
Well, I mean, it's fucking locked over there. I mean, we could sit here and break at the door, but I think this might be our best bet. Question: telekinesis, or not telekinesis? Telepathy. Do I need to see the target to be able to talk to them?
I believe so, but let me check on it.
That's fine if it is. Like, it's just I would tell them what's happening if I could. Or wait, no, it's wait, that's lead. Never mind. It's like a lead stop sir.
You actually don't need to see the creature. It needs to be within range and you to know that it is within range, which means that
Oh,
you can
well, I don't
probably
know.
converse with it.
Oh wait, well the house isn't that large, so okay. Well,
Yeah.
Alvar is going to try and reach out to Juniper.
Okay, that's
mind and
definitely
say,
something you can do. She's within range.
We're fucking locked down here. Some shit fell down. Can't get through it. There's ghosts.
Uh-oh. Are you safe? Is it? There's nothing else in there with you, right?
Well, there's some arrows.
Shar? They're locked in there. I think
Ah.
we need to get them out.
Aye, I heard, but I don't know. There's a sheet of steel on this side, for some reason.
Can we hear them through the steel, like easily?
I mean, if
Juniper,
if we can hear you, I don't know.
I'm using
Juniper.
telepathy for
Ah, yeah.
Juniper.
sorry,
Oh.
one moment. Juniper,
alright.
you should roll me a perception check right now.
Sorry, me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So, as you do say that to the as Ogvar says to you, you find a way to get us out of here. That's obviously into your mind. You will have the small toy in your hand, and you will not notice
Mhm.
it, but it will start moving, which means it will have advantage on its initiative. Let me roll once more. And that means it will surprise you, so I will go straight to it. And the carionet will reveal itself as it takes the silver needle outside of its body and attempts to hit you with it. So
He's
that
got
will
a
be
rapier.
advantage only the first one.
Can I
So that
just
means
Gray976, thank you for the follow.
Sicko mode.
roll me a charisma saving throw, Juniper. I'll
Jeez.
assume that's your best saving throw. Oh,
Wow.
that's actually a very nice one. However, you do suffer 1 piercing and 3 necrotic points of damage, as the Carnot will stab you, and immediately, as a reflex, you will let her down, as she will stand up in front of you, and continue looking at you in your eyes and say, "You shouldn't have done that." And
Right.
Ogvar, as it isn't your turn to react, you will hear some sounds behind this wall from the room that there were the beds and the lying
Oh
armor.
no.
And right there, 2 animate beings will come to life. And let me roll some initiatives for them as well.
Oh god, Juniper and Shar up on top with a bunch of animated objects.
This is perfect. This could not have worked out more perfectly. All according to plan.
All according to Cake.
Okay, Ogvar, so what do you do? You realize that something is going wrong outside.
Well, hearing that, like he's got to open this fucking door. So you said that it would clearly take a long time with my weapon, right?
You can try. I mean,
Right.
if you wish to. It will take some time, of course, but
Well, that would be his instinct, so that's what he's gonna do. Yeah, he's gonna. What side of the door is the sheet of metal? The metal. Is it on their side?
it is on both sides.
Oh, okay.
But to give you an idea, this door, with its durability and all, it has an AC of 15 to start damaging it. It has resistance to damage, obviously, because it's made of a very solid metal. And you can make the assumption, since you did make a very nice athletics check earlier, that it would take around a minute of smashing it all out.
That's what I was about to ask, Locke. Can I see how it fell down? Was it like just a moving piece that just fell? Can I like use my telekinetic movement to push it around?
It weighs a lot, so I don't believe you're able to do that, but can you link me the telepathic movement feature?
It's gonna send you the whole thing. Let me try and copy paste it, see if that works. Where is it? Come on. Come on, dude. This is so freaking ridiculous. Oh my gosh, it doesn't show me exactly what it is. Hang on. Sorry. Harbor Walls. So here we go.
Yeah, I can probably check it out as well.
Copy. Paste.
Ogvar's
Send.
so smart he can't remember where he put his knowledge.
I know, right?
As you can see, you say if it is a tiny object, it is not a tiny object. It's
Well,
medium to large at the very least.
well,
Oh,
it says one loose object that is large or smaller.
Okay, let me check
It's
it.
loose though. That's the thing.
I can't consider it loose, sorry.
So then, yeah, he's gonna. I mean, we haven't had any evidence to say that we should follow that fucking ghost, so he's just gonna smash at it.
Okay, roll me an attack then. That hits, roll me some damage.
Hey,
Alright, 10
on,
bludgeoning
let
it is.
I'm gonna re-roll that one real quick.
Yes. Ooh,
Right.
that's 5
So
more
it's
then. That's
15,
15, which means
and-
7 after the resistances.
He's gonna juice it up too.
Force damage goes through any resistance in that case, which is very nice. Which means a very heavy strike. You will, sir, as you are heading towards that way, you will hear a doof in the door, which will catch you off guard for a moment. But yeah, Ogvar seems to be doing some work on destroying this door.
Yeah, he'll say, "Back up, we're coming through." And
Locke, your turn to act.
All right. After seeing his resounding strike connect, is there even a dent in the door?
Well, there is a small dent, but you realize it will take some more time. But
Yeah.
it was a very nice strike, to be fair. So there is clearly something. Roll me a nature check, Locke, if you wish. It's weird, but yeah,
Nah.
it's only due to deflect missiles. Okay, you understand that the arrows are not made of conventional materials, but you cannot understand what it is.
Well, just because I have it in my hand, I'll just throw it in my pack. But Odvar, we don't have fucking time for that. And I am going to. Well, it's bigger down there. Yeah, I'm going to go not where the ghost is to start because I don't know what that's all about. So I'm just going to. 5, 10, 15, 20. All right. Is there like action bonus something just to try to find maybe like a fucking lever or something for the door?
Well, that would require a feat like the investigator or something. But granted a quick look there, you will notice a lot of crates and something that seems out of place a little bit. Roll me a survival check. I'll give you that for free. Okay, you see some tracks in this room indicating that there has been a lot of going here and back, but you cannot decipher anything more other than that for the time being.
All right, all right.
Seems like this was an important room, just that.
Yeah, but I couldn't use my action to try to find like a lever or something.
Possibly next turn. Don't know because that you used. Oh, you didn't use your action. You used.
No, no, I just moved down.
Yeah, you can perhaps go for an investigation.
All right, yeah, just trying to find some sort of possible release mechanism if this is a well frequented area.
Okay, an investigation 10 would note that this crate in the distance doesn't have a lower base, which means it's just there to cover something.
Okay. Nope, that's not the right one. Okay, so in that case, I'm going to spend an adrenaline risk point to take the dash as a bonus and get my happy ass over there.
So using the step of the wind, you will manage to make a
Yes.
quite big jump on top of these barrels and cargo and will get there. And as you do take this crate outside, you will notice some form of lever. It requires some strength to make it work, so you can do that next turn.
Yep. Yeah, that's it for me.
All right.
Odvar, I got something.
And these pieces of animated armor will stand up first. They were lying prone down on their beds. And that means they only have 10 feet, and using a dash action, this one will come right here. And the other one will just get outside of its room. And Juniper, it's your turn to act.
Hello.
Oh dear. I feel so not prepped for this. Ah, God. Um. Oh man. I guess I'm gonna try chill touch on the stupid
This
doll.
looks like empty pieces of armor. They don't have anything inside them. They're moving towards Sar and yourself. And of course, there is this beloved cutely here. So you're going. If you Chill Touch, remember, Chill Touch is a ranged spell attack, which means that since there is an enemy right next to you, you will have disadvantage on it.
Right. Man, I'm a healer, guys. I'm not supposed to be near these things.
Then why are you?
I don't know. Jesus. Oh man.
We're in danger.
For shits and giggles, I guess I'm gonna summon Beast.
That's interesting.
Crocodile.
Let me add the token for that. Placeholder at least for timing. Are you going for the Beast of the Land?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I have one prepared, I will summon a bear spirit for now, but we can converse about this later on to, make it more appropriate for Juniper for what she would summon. All right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But for now, I do have a small bear spirit, so let's use that. So that means you cast it at second level. That's the spell. And it has 13 armor. How much HP does it say? Let me see if it's correct. That's 30. Not wrong. Okay. And let me give you some access to it. Okay, you should be able to control it. You
Awesome.
can see it there on the bottom. What is your spell attack modifier?
I'm sorry. Sorry. What?
Okay. Just checking some of the stuff because it is edited based on your stats. It's alright, I got it all. So yeah, you do summon this, and what would you summon as Juniper? I mean, this token has a bear, but what would you summon?
I guess a giant toad.
Giant. I like that. And it plays directly after your turn. It doesn't roll an initiative, so you can use it immediately afterwards. So what would it do?
Guess he's gonna hit the dolly thing.
And because you are right next to the doll, it has pack tactics, which means we'll make the attack with an advantage. Do you want to roll it or should I?
You can roll it. You're probably gonna have a better chance. Our rolls are crap.
Yeah, that's true apparently. So, wow, that's 10 piercing points against.
See?
This.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a nice amount of damage actually. But the doll is still standing. Partly it's tougher than it looks. And that's gonna be your turn, Jones?
Yes.
Okay. You know what? The first snake doesn't care for such stuff, so it will stay here for another turn. Sar.
Shar will use 2 sorcery points to quicken spell. Mirror image.
That's a very nice spell, especially in this scenario.
And then she will, using her action, cast Shocking Grasp, which, because this thing's made of metal, I believe I get advantage. Okay, fuck me then.
But you do get advantage, that is correct. You do have an inspiration from the recap if you wish to.
For now, I'll stay. with
Yeah,
it.
you can keep it, of course, no worries. And that's your turn. Will you move or anything else?
No.
All right. So the Skulk will be continuing some movement, though you don't see that. And it will be the Carionet, which will stare right into June's eyes and say, "You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you?"
Oh, fuck
And
off.
it once more attempt to stab her. A 14
my
will not hit,
God.
though. Am I right?
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure. What is your AC?
16.
How is it 16? What do you have?
Good question.
You have plus
Let me
3
see.
dexterity. I suppose you're wearing a hide armor.
Yes, and I have a shield from Ogvar.
Ooh, all right, that makes sense. So yeah, that will not hit, but that will not stop the Carrion from attempting that. And Ogvar, your turn to act. You do realize that hitting it with this hammer, while might do the work, it will take some time, so it might be fruitless for the time being. You are muted if you did talk to us.
Ogvar. Damn it.
He's there.
He did unmute, but we still can't hear him.
Weird.
But he's here. He moved his token. So you're moving that way. Locke did go from the bottom of this crossroad.
Oh,
Hey, now we can hear you.
I literally don't know what happened. Alright, so, yeah. That's 25 feet. So,
Okay.
that's 30. He's gonna use this action to do 10 feet. Do 20 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't make it. Yep, that's my turn.
Okay, and right as you reach there, you will see Locke just trying to handle that lever right in front of him. And if you want to roll me an athletics check, it's a DC 10. Nothing that much. But you never know.
Well, we know who I am.
That's an
Yeah,
interesting
you're a
one.
beast.
As you do that, there will be a surprising immediate effect. It's not that you will hear something opening back behind where you were settled in the first place, but right in front of you, a hidden pathway will reveal itself.
Ah. But you said I heard something like back down where we were.
No,
you said
I
you
mean,
didn't hear that.
Oh.
yeah, that's what you would expect opening the doorway that blocked you before, but instead, a new secret passage opens in front of you.
No.
Well, we ain't getting through that door. We gotta see if this leads out. And, okay, sure.
Hell.
We're not
No, we're not going in there yet.
What's that?
No. Just that's for later. And then I'm going balls. I'm going to.
I really want to go in.
No. We need to go the other way.
I'm going to adrenaline rush again to get 30 feet more, and I'm going to go to trying to get to the other fucking trying to go
So
to
glad
the
to
other place.
Okay. Have an inspiration. I really like your expression of that.
I'll tell you what. I don't know what I was expecting. That wasn't fucking it. So
Yeah, makes sense. I can see that.
Going be. Oh my.
Then it will be the armor's turn, which will rush towards Sar. And with its multi-attack, first it will attempt to grapple Sar. It won't attack for the first time. So that's a 12. You can make athletics or acrobatics.
Okay.
It's not grapple actually, it's shove to make you go further behind.
All right.
Which will
That's
manage to
okay.
do so. We'll continue our pathing, going right here, let's say, and we'll attempt an attack. Now let's roll the d20 first for the mirror image. That means I will attempt to hit a mirror image.
Does
And
not hit.
do I? Does not hit?
Does not. Yes.
No, the duplicate's AC equals 10 plus your dexterity modifier. So I believe that does hit, right?
Wait.
That would not hit you, but it hits the duplicates. The duplicates have only 10 plus dexterity AC.
Huh. All right.
Yeah. So that's gonna be one duplicate down. And the second animated armor will go through that way as well. And will first attempt a strike at the bear. Poor bear. It will suffer 6 points of damage and will continue moving a bit to the left. And the bear, I suppose, would make an opportunity attack, right, Juniper?
Yes.
Right, that's with pack tactics as well. And the 16 will not hit the armor being made out of plate, however. And the second strike of the animate armor will go towards Sar, rolling 1d20. 14 does mean I'm going to attempt to hit once more into the illusions, and that means one more illusion is going to go down. Seems like Sar is having a hard time, but her mirror image is just saving her from the dangers of what's happening. Juniper, it's your turn to act.
Oh man. I guess I'm gonna try infestation. And then I keep meaning to use Halo of Spores as like a reaction.
So what is
I'm
your
horrible
action?
at remembering.
Infestation. And you
Yeah,
do this
infestation.
on which one? The marionette?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good call. Or yeah, it has a resistance to poison, however. But let's see. It will fail the save, which means it will suffer 3 points of damage. And I'll roll the d4. 2 means it will go right here. But that does not provoke opportunity attacks as per the infestation text.
Yeah.
Any movement? Anything else?
Man, no movement.
Okay. And the bear spirit, what will it do?
I guess he's gonna turn around and try and hit the closest armor dude next to him.
Okay, let's go with advantage. Oh my god. My rolls aren't going well, and that's actually affecting you this time, not me. But yeah, the bear spirit will take some time attempting to scratch the animated armor, but it seems all the plating around it seems to be making them difficult opponents. And the fire snake will see this as an opportunity to make items be set on fire, so it will rush towards the carionet, and it will attempt to make a multi-attack on it with a bite and a tail. The bite will hit Means that will be 7 points of damage. And the car unit will be bloodied. And a bit on fire. And Sar, it's your turn once more.
Shar will. I'm gonna try and shock and grasp the one on the left. 25 to hit.
Yep, of course.
Let's see. Oh, wrong one. Sorry. 7 lightning damage.
Alright, 7 lightning damage it is. Did you attack the one on the right or on the left? Sorry.
The one on the left.
Okay. That's a lot of damage and it loses its reactions.
And then I will. Juniper's still there. She's got the bear spirit though, so that might be good. I'm gonna Misty Step as a bonus action. Out to here.
Oh, just right outside of the window.
Yes.
Okay. As you go there, you will notice a faint purple aura surrounding this statue. Something you did not notice before. You don't know if it was there before. I believe you would have noticed. But yeah. And did
Alright.
you end your turn?
Probably a bad idea. I'll get closer to the statue.
Okay. And yeah, it will be the Carionet which will attempt to retaliate towards the fire snake and attempt to attack it with its needle, which will deal 2 damage to it. But on return from the heated body of the fire snake, the small Carionet will take even more damage, though still alive. But the fire snake will need to make a charisma saving throw, which it will make, and it will not be cursed. And Ogvar, it's your turn. Well, you need to sear an enemy or here to do that. Still muted, by the way.
Oh my gosh. I can
Again.
hear the armor upstairs, so I'd like to use my bonus action to move closer to it.
That you can see or hear. That makes sense. I can see that. Okay.
Alright, so 20 feet. Doop. That says 30, right? I can't see it.
That is
It's on
correct.
top of my screen. Alright. Then I'm going to use my movement to do. 10 feet. Do. 15. 30.
As you go towards there, you at a small moment you will notice something going wrong with the air, like you just passed through a ghost or something.
Or something, you know.
Or something.
Alright, kind of unsettled by that. He'll use his action to 5 feet. 20 feet is right here. And alright, well, he's gonna use the rest of that dash action to walk around here and action surge to look around for fucking key or anything that can help us.
Okay. Roll me an investigation.
Alright.
Alright, so you will, at a surge of adrenaline as well, you will search around, destroying some of the kegs and looking on what is inside of the barrels and the crates. You will not find a key or something that you believe will help you go out. But what you find is that there are several distinctive ingredients that, though you cannot make the connection of what it is exactly, you can clearly understand that all of these are ingredients for arcane spells.
Okay.
But yeah, it makes sense that the way Locke went before was the one that could possibly let you free.
Yeah.
And
Well.
Locke's turn is now. Nope.
All right.
At least we know.
All right,
Oh,
as you
well,
go
I
there,
would have said something to Locke to let him know that nothing's up here then.
okay.
Telepathically.
If you wish to retract your last move, Locke, I'm fine.
Yes.
Oh, did he move? I didn't see. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay. Well, hearing that there's nothing up there, I'm going to sigh deeply and resign that I probably have to investigate that room I found. Boy. So, yeah, to make it there, I'm going to another adrenaline rush point to get in there. 5, 10, 15. 20.
Okay, before rolling an investigation or anything, I
Yeah.
can describe you a few of the apparent things. This light that you can see, it's coming from the roof. It's destroyed, and there are some rubble that has fallen down below. It's actually pretty high. It's at least 30 feet up high. But yeah, you can clearly understand that it has been destroyed for a weird reason. You can see a symbol here that you don't understand, but it's clearly not something benevolent or sacred. A dagger made of a weird metal on top of this desk, some books, and a few skeletons around, hanging in the distance. Clearly, some ritual has been made at this place.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I got 15 feet left. Can I? Yeah, I'm gonna do the same. Is there another lever? Is there a release mechanism? Is there a fancy
Mhm.
circular elevator that comes down from said roof?
Okay, roll me the investigation. Go for it. All right, you will notice right below the desk, there is actually a lever that you can easily pull. You can do it without an action, just by being there.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to end movement and do so.
Okay, and as you do that, you will hear in the distance a sound, and Juniper, Sar, you will hear it as well, as you do realize the reinforced door has been opened. However, not the only thing that has happened due to that, as you will realize that these skeletons will start being animate.
Yeah, of course they do.
Yeah. Who would expect that? Mm-hmm. Okay, 17, 16, 15. Okay. And yeah, so this one will immediately get off his feet and he will attempt to grapple you. So roll me in athletics or acrobatics.
All right.
Barely made it.
Okay, so he will not manage to get a good grip of you, as the next one will go right behind you and attempt an attack on you with advantage. But that will not make it as well, as the two suits of armor. This one will be walking left and right, a bit confused due to the lightnings, but this one will go towards the fire snake and Juniper and make a strike at it. So that first one is for the fire snake and the second one for Juniper. And Juniper
Can
will
I
be
use?
struck for 7 points of bludgeoning. But more importantly, Juniper, I will need you to make me a concentration saving throw for the bird spirit.
Oops.
Okay,
Did you
it's
say
the first time you've done that, so you have an inspiration if you wish to try it out for it to survive.
it was a con saving throw, though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a con.
Beat Zeph, right?
Yep, that's more like it. So the bear spirit will, the great toad spirit will still be up and rushing against the animated armors, and it will actually start tanking the other animated armor, which will in turn, at first, try to slam it. No well, and second one will also miss, and then it will be this skeleton that will once more come closer to Locke and attempt to grapple him.
Can I use Halo of Spores then as a reaction?
Yes, you can. However, the animated armor are immune to poison damage, though I believe it does necrotic
Yeah.
or poison. What is it? Necrotic? Okay.
Yeah.
I used to play Spores Druid in Unearthed Arcana. When it was Unearthed Arcana, it was poison damage, so that's far
Oh.
better. So let me make a Constitution save. Yes, I'm failing it, which means 2 points of necrotic damage instantly as Juniper reacts to it being there by swirling some spores, uh, draining some of the essence that is animating the armor. And Locke, make me athletics or acrobatics again. Ooh,
Dang.
nobody's going to pin you down apparently. So
Beefcake.
this skeleton will not be able to grapple you once more. And Juniper, it's your turn to play.
Oh man. I'm gonna use a symbiotic entity.
Mm-hmm. That's the first time you're using it, right?
Yeah.
This is my very first time, yeah.
Mm.
Right. That is very cool. So you take 4 temporary hit points per level. That means 14 temporary hit points.
Sweet.
Or 16, sorry. I'm good at math usually.
Sweet.
Okay, and that's going to be your action. And your Hall of Spores will become doubled and extra damage on melee weapon attacks. Okay. Anything as a bonus?
Nope.
Okay. So the fire snake will attempt to grab the carionet. And it will manage to do so. It's the same roll. No, it makes it barely. In the same. It's a defender in that case. So yeah, it won't manage to grapple with its first attack. So it will try to kick it with its tail. No avail. And Sar, it's your turn to act.
Let's see. It's a statue, right?
That is right.
I have a pickaxe. Can I try and slam it into the statue?
Of course you can try. Roll me an attack with it.
All right.
You're-
I'll
A
just
strength
roll,
check.
I'll just roll a strength check.
Go for it. Okay,
Damn.
so
I'm
you're
Oh,
not
you-
used to using such kind of weapons.
I think I'll use that inspiration. Watch me
Okay.
watch me get in that one. Oh, shit.
Hey.
All right. So at that
Punch.
moment, you will see a ghostly creature made with a faint purple aura rising in front of you, and at the moment it attempts to strike you, shouting "No!" You will strike at the heart of the statue, and the specter will faint immediately.
Well
Who
then.
thought it was gonna attack you there?
Well then. That's taken care of, I guess. And Char will come over here. And she'll yell at the armor. And I guess she'll just stay where she is.
Okay. The Coronet, realizing that the fire snake is actually dealing damage to it if it attacks it, it's not that dumb, though it's not very clever. Go there and I will attempt to needle Juniper. 14 will not hit though, and it will be this skeleton's turn who will attempt to go inside the other skeleton space to try to strike Locke with an advantageous attack. That will also miss, and Locke, you get an opportunity attack as this skeleton will go behind and guard the door.
All right.
So if you hit, it might not survive. You deal double damage to those. So let's see.
Well, if I hit, it's not moving.
That's even more interesting. 11 will not hit, however.
Yeah.
So yeah, it will go just there to close the passageway. And Ogvar, it's your turn. As you hear Locke and some bone movements from the other room that he was. He's clearly having a fight right now. But the other door is also open, so Juniper and Sarah are also having a fight.
Alright, so bonus action 5 feet, 15, 20, 30. Movement 5 feet, 10 feet, so 20 feet left. Ogvar will stand here and listen, and he'll think. There's no way for me to know how many are. Like, all I heard was bone movements, right?
Yes, you did hear bone movement. The only thing you can know to assess the situation there is Locke's initial, reaction to what was in there. But he was kind of, nope, nope. That's the only thing that could assess what he is fighting right now.
Yeah, I don't even know if Locke was even fucking down there, really. Yeah, so he's gonna use the rest of his movement to go up the stairs. The door's open, right? He can see that from here.
Yes, you can see it, totally.
So 20 feet, so that's my movement, and then my action.
You're encumbered, you don't have 30?
Am I encumbered?
I mean, I don't know because you have your seat on the D&D Beyond, but if you're not, how much are you carrying? If you don't, that means you have 30 feet of movement.
Yeah, I have 30. I was encumbered, and then I gave Locke half my pitons, so that wasn't.
I see. So you have 10 feet more if you wish.
Right, so the and wait, I don't have any more movement, is what you're saying?
Now you
I
don't
thought
have
I
any
had
more.
some.
Now it's the end of your movement, but you have an action. I mean, it was bonus the aggressive.
Okay. Yep. Then he's gonna strike at this guy, seeing what the fuck's happening, and be like, "Oh well, fuck. Where's Locke?" And he'll attack.
15 will not hit, however. Rating plate
So-
armor.
That's it.
Okay, and where's Locke? Let's see. Locke, in front of you lies the dagger made from a rare material, as you can see. You have a free interaction with an object each round. That's what you do with the lever the previous one. So if you want, you can interact with the knife now for free.
All right, that I is. So after putting that in my sack, I have a very quick turn this time. You'll be impressed with how well thought out it is. Last adrenaline rush point to step of the wind to disengage, and I am beating cheeks out of here.
So this one is blocking your way. So if you want to go past him, you will have to make a bonus action acrobatics or athletics to either shove him aside or to, tumble across him. You know what? Roll me an intelligence check. Let's see if something that Locke would think of. Okay, so I won't give that idea. It would perhaps be something that you wouldn't think of in the heat of battle. So yeah, go on. What would you do?
Thanks for that. So it'd be a bonus to get by that one, huh?
Yes, or an action. Either one would work. But yeah,
10, 15, 20. Oh,
you do understand that hitting one of its vital spots perhaps would be more than enough to destroy a skeleton and bring it down. They have vulnerability to bludgeoning damage, which means you're actually the best opponent against them.
yeah, I was thinking that, but if it's going to take an extra thing to get by, then I wouldn't be able to leave this room and make it that far. So, run in a fire, blaze of glory. I will attack.
Okay, which one?
All right, I will do I'll do the top one to start.
Okay. Goodbye to the skeleton. And that was the tankiest one. Yep. Actually, that's the minimum that you needed to roll. Had 16 hit points. So the pile of bones will drop down in front of you.
All right. Well, in that case, my last adrenaline rush point goes to a flurry of blows, which I need to reskin because I can never pronounce it on call. And we'll go 2 down the row. I will start with the one on the right.
Roll it. Hits. It will survive, however.
Well, then my second one will go to it then.
Okay. Hits, and that will definitely drop him down. Yeah. So 2 skeletons down, and 1 dagger on your backpack. Note it down as an adamantine dagger, though you will understand that it's adamantine a bit later.
Certainly.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, and that's it for me.
Okay, and that will mean it's the animated armor's turn, which this one will attempt to strike at the fire snake. So let's give 2 attacks on it. Ooh, both will hit actually. For 6 bludgeoning points of damage. But that means the animated armor will also suffer twice that. So 6 goes back, and the animated armor is blooded. Okay, and that's it for this one's turn, and the other one will try to attack the bear spirit once and Ogvar another. So 2 strikes, none will hit, however, and there's this skeleton alive that will attempt to slash Locke. A 17 will hit.
Yep.
For, oh, that's a high roll actually. 8 points of piercing damage.
Oof.
As while in an adrenaline rush and you manage to destroy 2 of them, you pay little attention to the third one that will stand for a moment and stab you in your knee. And Juniper, your turn to act.
Oh man, since I don't have much of anything, I guess I'm gonna thorn whip that little doll thingy.
Okay, Thorn Whip is a ranged attack, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah.
means you do have a
Yeah.
disadvantage.
It is a ranged melee attack, I believe.
It's all I got.
That is it, though. If it says ranged attack, it's a ranged. It's not a melee with rates. Let me check. I mean, it makes sense to be the opposite, but I don't believe it
Yeah.
is.
Because it's basically just a really long whip, isn't it?
You're right. It's a melee spell attack. So yeah, no
Yeah.
disadvantage. 15
It's
hits.
weird.
Yeah, it's
Or as far as
basically
range.
just a really long whip.
It's only 1 damage for a very long whip, though. But
Well,
yeah,
it does do more because you did your spores thing, right? That being a melee attack.
Yeah, it also
Does it
does poison, but I think these things are immune to poison.
Did you strike the armor or the carionet?
The stupid doll thingy.
Okay,
Ah.
this one is not immune to poison, but you're... So roll me the d6. It's necrotic either way, it's not immune either way. So roll me...
Nice.
No, that's for melee weapon
Oops.
attacks.
Well,
That's unfortunate. However, I do believe you can use your Hall of Spores. Let me check on it. Oh, if it starts its turn there, so at the beginning of the Carnet's turn, remind me to roll for the Hall of Spores.
okay.
And
And
the
then
Fire
I-
Snake... Nice. Well, it's the Bear Spirit first, actually. Which one do you want to attack with it?
Oh, the bag of armor right next to me.
Okay. So that it doesn't have a multi attack actually, but claw attack will work. Oh my god, that's a very high roll. And yeah, that I believe that will bring the armor down. But due to the nature of that kind of damage, it will be reduced to pieces, unable to be used. You do realize though that if you manage to deal damage not of the bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing kind to an armor and bring it down that way, it could perhaps remain of use. And Sar, it's your turn to play.
Shar will, I guess, come over here, and well, it's the most effective thing I have. So, shocking grasp, 16.
16 will not hit, though it seems to be really effective. This time it will miss.
Yeah. And that's all I got at the moment.
Okay, that means it's the Carnet's turn, who will begin her turn. Roll me 2 dice this time for your damage of Hall of Spores, Juniper, because you're under the effect of your symbiotic entity. Okay, let's see if I make the save. I will make the save, and I believe I take no damage if I make it. Yes, it's not half damage, so the Carnet will be actually fine, and it will one last time attempt to use her needle to strike you. Ha! For 6 points of damage, Juniper, and make me a charisma save. 2 of damage
points.
only. 2 points of damage. And you will fail it, which means you will become cursed sometime.
Congratulations.
And I would require you to make me a concentration saving throw for the spirit that you summoned. You are nice and you're keeping your concentration. And the other Steldon will take a hold action in case Locke comes close to attack him. And Ogvar, your turn.
Ogvar smash this guy in front of me.
However,
Dang.
17 will not be enough.
Dang it.
It's a plate armor.
There. Well. What can I do? Yep, that's nothing. I end my turn.
Correct. Locke on the other side of the map. 2 more skeletons to go.
All right. Like a disturbed mortician, I'm going to punch these dead bodies.
Yeah.
It seems to be working, so go on with it.
You practiced.
You're rolling pretty low. That's sad.
That's
It really is
what
up.
I do, man.
But you're
good.
making the hits. That's a good thing for the day.
That is true. And yeah, if he's still up, I will bonus action, repunch.
Yep, that works. He's certainly down. He could have been from only the second hit. But
Let's rename
What
it
do you know?
punches again.
yeah, you are free to move if you wish to.
Yeah, I will just move here and wait for its advance to try to find an opening. That was bonus. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so we're going to the pieces of armor. The one is empty and down. The other one will attempt first to strike towards Sar. So I'll roll a d20. That means I'm hitting the mirror image. Let's see my attack roll. Yep, the last mirror image is going down, and the second strike will go towards Ogvar. And a 19 will hit him for 7 points of bludgeoning damage. A very
Sure
strong.
will.
Hmm?
I said sure will.
Yes. So it will make a slam close to your face, but you will put your maul in between its hand and your body to protect yourself. But you will still start struggling against its strength. And Juniper, your turn to act.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Thorn Whip again on the doll.
Nice.
I gotta expend that dice. There we go.
You reduce another d4 from that attack, but 11 wouldn't hit either way. So you will not make the attack, as you feel kind of unease against this creature that is smiling. Even it's at the brink of being destroyed. But right after it made the last attack and you becoming cursed, it seems like it's smiling so widely. You are becoming very nervous.
Uh,
Ooh. Oh God.
And it's the bear spirit's turn if you want to make it do anything.
Yeah, have him hit the armor on Ogvar and Shar.
Okay, let's go with an advantage.
You're attacking
next.
Ogvar's armor? Attack
please.
It's rolling pretty damn high. That's very nice from the giant toad, Juniper. And the fire snake, getting bored that it cannot hit the coronet, it will also come that way. And it will attempt to strike the armor. I mean, it attempted 4 times and didn't hit one. So let's go twice at it. But it won't hit even here, and it will just go on the corner and burn the barrel. Sar, it's your turn.
1 second, please. Alright, so. I guess I'll just try and zap him again. That's all I got at this point. 21. That does hit, I'm assuming.
That does hit. Yeah,
Alright,
21
so-
is a nice roll.
Ooh, max.
Max damage. This one is at half of its HP and unable to take any reactions.
Alright, and then I'll come over to here. And... yeah, I'll just come like right here.
Okay,
Yeah, no, I'll stay right here.
and the Carnet will begin her turn. And Juniper, roll me the damage from the Hall of Spores. Because I failed the save. If you make a good roll, that might save you from a lot. Roll me Hall of Spores. And I believe it's two dice instead of Anna, as I said earlier. So that's gonna be 2d4. Roll me 2d4.
Oh, TD.
It's, It's d4 for the Hall of Spores, yeah. But it's barely enough. So the current will get destroyed just at the moment you feel your soul dragged out of its body. But immediately that will stop. That was the ability that it would use, but it needed a cursed enemy.
God damn.
It's a very annoying one.
Whoa!
It's a very strong one, actually. But you just saved yourself from that mess. And you're actually happy doing so. So the last skeleton will run towards you, Locke, and stabby stab. But that won't work against the best brawler of this area. And Ogvar, it's your turn to act.
I use my action to smash once more. Whether it's the wall or the armor.
That smash is definitely the armor.
Yeah. And I'm probably gonna juice that up as well. Wait, yep, I'm gonna juice it up.
Juice it.
I'm juicing
Alright.
it. Let me juice it.
Juice it, juice it, juice it real good.
I gotta roll another d6.
Another D6, yeah.
Because it's definitely not dead yet. It's definitely not dead yet, guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Promise.
That would have one-shotted it from the beginning. But, oh, no, it had 32 HP, you dealt 31 in total, but, yeah, it was blooded, so, yeah, poof. It will get
Jesus.
shoved on top of that table and destroyed completely by Ogvar's heavy slam.
Do I hear any more bones? Still?
Mm, Let's see. All these things happen simultaneously. So let Locke play and we'll see if you
Alright.
hear. I believe you will not be hearing anymore. Roll me some damage. That hits. And yeah, that's exactly its HP. Then it had. So you will hear the last couple of bones dropping into the ground. And nothing but the breathing of your half-orc body right in the other room. And initiatives are actually off.
Oh, what the fuck?
Made a mistake. Nogvar will. Well, first, okay. Can I see how this came down? Can I put my maul in it to make it not fall again?
You can realize that there is a pressure plate right in front that, however, the weight of one of you was not enough to trigger it. It triggered only after two of you entered.
Can I step over it? I don't know.
Yes, you can step over it. As long as only one guy at a time steps on the stairs, it won't trigger.
Are you alright down there,
He'll
Locke?
say that to the others.
Shard comes over here and asks, "Are you alright down there, Locke?"
Yep. Bunch of fucking bones, but yeah, we're alright.
Ah, it's good to hear.
Holy shit, what'd you do in here, Locke?
It was fun. I assume since you're here, everything's good topside, yeah?
Yep, smashed it.
Uh,
Looks like you smashed this.
I think we
fucking
should go,
gods.
guys.
Yeah, I'm fucking done with this house. Fucking old ladies.
Still got that mirror?
What?
You still got that mirror?
Oh, yeah. Fuck, here.
Thanks. I'm just gonna take a glance around, see if the weird guy's still here.
As you go out, Locke, you will see the mess that was going outside with two plate armors completely destroyed and a doll that has also been caught fire and scratched to death by your allies' abilities.
As I'm going out, can I snatch these other two arrows in the wall?
Of course, feel free to. You can understand they are made from the same material, like the dagger. However, let me roll 1d2. Okay, two of the three are usable. The other one has been destroyed due to the trap.
Too easy.
Fucking gods, what happened out here?
I don't know. You guys must have triggered something.
Ogvar, grab this armor and let's get the hell out of here.
Ogvar's reading a book downstairs, he can't hear you.
Shar will come over here to the fire snake and like give it some of the give it some of the twigs and things that she had gathered throughout the
The
throughout
fire
day.
snake will seem really happy to set it all ablaze. However, it will go towards the one of the two armors. Here, the most destroyed one. And it will start eating off its metal as well.
Oh, that's interesting. Ogvar, get up here. We're leaving.
Alright, Agvar takes the book.
There is no book actually there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was reading nothing. Sorry, I was looking at the ground. It's
Hmm.
really interesting.
It makes
Uh,
sense.
There's some spell components down here. Do you want me to grab them?
Aye, grab as many as you can.
Alright. Alright, Agvar is going to look around with the mirror still, but come in here and grab some components of whatever he thinks might be useful.
Okay, roll me an Arcana check.
Alright.
Shar said grab whatever you can, so.
Yeah, I know, but it would make sense that some of them are useless, so you would manage to find some pouches there, so you can grab the full of 3 component pouches.
Alright. I'll pick
They're actually
those
pretty nice in price, so yeah.
3 components.
I'm gonna come over here and actually grab that silver needle that this doll was using.
Mm-hmm. You can do that.
Yeah, I'll just grab the whole thing.
Yeah. Feel free to. Not creepy at all.
6 pounds. Yeah, I can carry those. Okay. He'll pick up the component pouches and walk back upstairs. Am I seeing anything in the mirror? Or no ghosts?
You will not notice the ghost around.
Good, I ain't afraid of them.
You ain't afraid of no ghost?
Nope. Anyway,
Alright, thank you for the component pouches. I'll take those components if you want. Grab the armor,
Alright.
let's go.
he'll start gathering the armor and give her the component pouches. So let me remove those. And you said it was plate? Oh my gosh, what'd I do?
I can fix it. I can fix it later. Let's get out of here.
Move.
Shar, have your fucking worm pet burn this place down.
I don't think it can, since it's most of this is stone. But Shar will turn to the fire snake and she'll say, "Whatever you can set on fire in there, go ahead and do it. If you want to."
Alright, it will make a look that will emphasize on its eyes growing bigger, looking at you like it's about to cry with joy, and it will start to any wooden desk and everything, and from the study and the beds, and then back into the cup holders and the vases and everything that it can find, and even deeper down the staircase towards the crates and everything. So it will start to smell a smoldering hot from inside. It will take some time, so you feel free to converse about what you saw until the fire snake comes back out.
Can I fix the armor to be used as armor with the mending cantrip?
No, it is too damaged to become of use anymore.
What should I put the papers I took in my inventory as? Just old
Alright.
lady dwarven papers? No, it's not dwarven. Sorry.
It's not Dwarvish, but it's the script of Dwarvish. You can assume it's the giant script, the giant language.
So I'll put just old lady papers, maybe giant.
Yes, note so. Well, you can understand her name. Her name is Lolita. It It's that name appears in a lot of the notes. So yeah.
Add custom item. Old ladies papers. Dot dot dot. Possibly giant. Right.
And as you go outside, Sar, the small purple arrow that you saw earlier on the statue will be there no more. So you can assume that it's kind of safe. And the path continues to the north. If you wish to proceed now.
All right, let's get out of here.
Alright. Well, that was for full.
That
Are
was
you
a wa-
alright, Jennifer?
Oh, that was a waste of fucking time.
I'm okay. Are you guys okay? Does anyone need any healing?
Right as rain.
Healing ain't gonna fix that. What in the fuck? No, let's keep going. I'm all for pretending that didn't fucking happen.
Well, I mean, you got what you were looking for.
Which was what?
That, basically, that, I mean, we knew she was crazy and she survived for a good reason, and now we know why.
I suppose, but honestly, I think I'd rather have just known and not had proof. Let's just go. Come on, knife. Let's get out of here.
I'm already on my way.
What is the name?
So as you will proceed, and you will go forward for a calm amount of time that you will have no encounters or anything. Feel free to take a short rest if you wish to. You haven't lost several hit points, but I'm sure you can gain back some of your resources.
Yeah, like all of my fucking points.
And as you march frontward, you will hear some shouting and war sounds, like some people are brawling and stuff happening. But as you go closer, do you realize that what is going on there is not a brawl between humanoids, but a brawl between giants? And you are getting a lot closer to the peak. You will probably have to sleep one more day, and close to the morning of the next one, you can reach it. But now, it's time of the sunset, and you will see. Imagine you are a bit further away from that. I don't mind. They haven't seen you yet. You have seen a lot of the ogres shouting. It's not like they're saying words, even though it could be in their own language, but they're more like ooh, 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 stuff like that, because two of the ogres are brawling in the center of what looks like pit, if you could describe it. But yeah, it's some form of an arena, and they're brawling to see who's stronger. And definitely this one on the bottom is the one that is prevailing with a lot of ease, striking with a huge chain towards the other ogre.
Oh, shit.
What? What's up?
Look at how many of them there are down there. Let's go find someplace safe. Or at least as safe as we can get.
Well, to be fair, we've had decent luck with ogres so far.
I suppose so. Ogvar, go say hello.
Righty.
Well, hold. let's pull those reins real quick. Are any of those your friend?
I'll look to see if I can see Ogfell anywhere.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
I'm looking to see if Ogfell is in the group.
No, you
Doesn't
cannot
look like it
see there.
because
Yeah.
you know he was a trebuchet. No, I seem to remember Ogfell had like a really nice hat that shot goblins at us. Don't think he's here.
Very true. Well, what do you think, big guy? Will we converse or try to skirt around?
And all the other ogres we've talked to have been cordial for most things we fought.
I think it's in our best interest to be diplomatic.
You know, see any use in sneaking around.
Well, if anything, let's see how this plays out first. I want to know if this is to the death or not.
That's awfully Locke-like.
No, June's that really dictates how they may receive us.
I guess so.
So as you say that, you will pay a bit closer attention. You will see this guy smacking the other one with the chain. But then the other one is hurt, clearly to the point that he is not able to continue fighting, but seems like he's a lot arrogant to admit defeat, and he gets slammed and bonked until he falls down and unable to stand up. The brute that's standing on top of him will say it in common. Say it. And the other ogre having a lot of trouble even moving its hand. A word in the giant language. You won't understand it. It's something specific. But the other ogres will start clapping and yelling and cheering, and some of them, however, spitting towards the fallen ogre that will have trouble standing up. Nobody will help it, and it will just be disgusted and ashamed as it walks closer to the edge of the mountains and sits right there, while the other brute seems to be doing some form of taunting the other ogres to come if anyone is able to fight him.
Oh, all right.
Locke, well, Locke, you've got some experience in the pit. Why don't you go say hello?
I can go. Maybe if I heal the one that hurt.
Now,
She'll
Just-
follow right behind.
yeah, just kind of,
Bogvar's going.
yeah.
And immediately as you come closer, you will see some ogres turning towards your way, and especially this one on the right side of the map. You will not see him. He will pay a little more attention, and it will start moving towards you. And as the other ogres growl towards you, he will stop them and say, Whoa. Where are you going? This is not a proper place for you people to be.
Seems like a proper place as any.
You
You're all
wandered
having a
last
good time, yeah. Sorry?
You wouldn't last much here. I believe you should be on your way back. Or, my giant friends will eat you alive.
Well, like, what makes you think that? We're pretty tough.
We are just looking to pass through. That's all.
Ha! Pass through. Like it works that way. I
Uh,
wish it would work for you. It clearly seems like to be very different from the other ogres, this one. It's not as muscular, though it seems to be very strong as well. And it seems to be touching a lot more, let's say, intellectually compared to the other ones.
um, maybe we could offer our services to you in order to pass through peacefully.
Services? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that could work, but what do you even assume to be of service to us?
I could heal if you need any help healing.
Kill. Listen, young girl, if they even get a glimpse of you healing a loser here, they will immediately start smacking you. That's not how we work. The winner gets it all, the loser loses it all. That's how things
But
work here.
You
how
sound
are
like
you gonna continue your fight if you are all injured and only one winner? That doesn't sound like fun.
Fun? That's not what is happening here. Here is the proclamation of a leader, the one that will be the commander of our raid band.
Well, how are you gonna raid if everybody's injured except for one guy?
These are just flesh wounds. Tomorrow it will be alright. And Lok Ogvar, you took some time, but now you realize that this one has some orcish features. Clearly. And most of the time that he's talking to you, he's clearly looking mostly at Ogvar.
Well, then, tell us, brother, what's the way for us to get through?
Tell me, what is so important that you really want to get through?
We're looking for a pair of mages.
Huh. Interesting. Because some mages came some days ago and they were looking for another mage. Is that something new? Going for a mage hunt in the mountains?
They're trying to find another mage. Interesting.
Yeah, or so I did understand at the very least. Phew. Anyway, how confident are you in your abilities?
Ability to what?
To fight? It's not like anything else is valued here.
Well, very. We've made it this far, and we're not stopping till we make it to the top.
Alright. You might be signing off your death contract here if you are not that good as you believe you are. But he will look towards that guy and continuing speaking in common. Taunt him enough and he might offer you a chance. If you prove yourselves, nobody else will have a word, since he's the strongest here.
Agar will start sizing him up. Is he wielding a bow? Like, is
Nope.
that for aesthetic or?
That's a very long chain, actually.
Oh.
One-on-one.
That would seem the
Ah.
most fair.
If you could go 1-1, but that would make sure for you to lose. Perhaps if you taunt him that and say some good stuff about him being so strong and big and powerful, perhaps he could allow a 2 versus 1. Can you do that?
Locke's going to give a side eye to Ogvar.
What you think, big guy?
Tell you what, we'll give you a show. That would be fun.
Huh.
But
Don't get me. Don't get me wrong. It's not about the show, but it would be nice for a day to have my Orcish ancestry win over the Ogrish one.
yeah, suppose. Well,
And he will take a few steps towards the Chamber, who will immediately take an intimidating step forward toward both him and you. And they will exchange a couple of words in Giant. And then the Ogrillion, that's how this kind is called, will turn to you in common and say, I've set up some kind of ground for you, but the rest is on you. Good luck. And he will start moving further away.
Oh, they're friendly, that one.
yeah, well. Common blood. Hello.
Hey, big guy.
What?
How about you show a pair of orcs what you're made of?
And he will fall on his knees for a moment. His enormous muscles go down on the ground as well. Say, me? You? Have told me so, but not make sense. You're so small and weak. How could you even beat me?
Doesn't have to make sense. It's about who's strong and who's too scared to take up a fight.
If win, pass. If lose, 1 month, serve. And he will slam his left hand into the ground, making a print of his arm into the dusty grasses that are there and all the stuff. And he will say, deal.
Deal or no deal?
Locke's going to clench his jaw, turn a head half over to Ogvar.
And at this point, though we kind of know what the decision will be, but for dramatic reasons, let's cut the session right here, as you will level up right before the next one.
Oh, thank fuck.
Yeah. I mean, if you are to fight, let's see some new skills into combat. It will be cool.
Yay, I get 3rd level spell slots.
Yeah. And congratulations, this is where the game actually begins for me. I really like it after 5th level a lot more. And you will have plenty of opportunities to do a lot more stuff now.
Oh boy.
That's not ominous in the slightest.
All right, so I just want to quickly interject and say I am fucking pumped for what comes next, but I just want to give you props, dude. That house was a fucking blast.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
It was an utter shit show, but it was really fun.
No, it was.
Yeah.
Jesus, that was fun. I mean, I love like creepy horror stuff, and just yeah, that was fun. That was good, man.
I appreciate it. We'll definitely have a chance to examine the horror stuff in the future as well. But yeah. In any case, thank you everyone. And I will see you next week. Hopefully, as I said, with one or even two new members.
Nice.
Ah, right.
Let's not
Oh,
jinx
yeah.
it, but yeah, I'm hoping is happening. Both sent me today and confirmed to me that they're interested in playing. So yeah. So until then, have a good one. Goodbye.
All right. See ya.
Peace. Holy crap. I now have lightning bolt.
Yeah, do you have like hold person or paralyzed fucking ogre? Cause dude, I was rocking and rolling until he's like a month of servitude if you lose.
Unfortunately, I don't. I would have to have subtle spell as well, which I don't have.
Yeah.
And I think they count as giants, not humanoids, so I would need hold monster.
Ooh dear. This
Yeah, Shar is not particularly happy that we're here. So who's actually fighting this thing?
nah, just Og and I, to my understanding. I mean, I don't know how well spells from the outside will do. I anticipate that not being looked upon very favorably.
It might be best if one of us was like arranged and one of us was like close up. I don't know. I could just blast it with 2 lightning bolts. Oh, holy shit. Kapow. And kapow. Oh, god damn. Nice. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. Everybody watching, thank you. See you next week.